talking anyway. It doesn't really matter. People would just come on and they'll be like, "Did I miss something?"
We don't have intro. Do we have intro music? No.
Like, no, we didn't miss anything. We're just still talking. We've started before it actually started.
Do we have intro music?
Nah. My other one does though. I don't have this. This one didn't seem to have intro music on it. The other one did.
There's an Irish dude on Instagram who I absolutely adore. He's like this little anxiety kitten. And his name's Stuart McKay or something like that.
Okay.
And he started talking about how his mental health, how basically getting fit was essentially to improve his mental health.
Yeah.
And his body image and all the rest of it. And who's that African American singer? She's like the queen, Lizzo.
Oh yeah.
She is. She is the queen of like body positive stuff. She liked one of his videos, and he lost it. He did like a special twerk on his Instagram just because she complimented him. Yeah,
that's so cute.
Bless him. And then he's been he's trained as an actor, and he posted today. Maybe I'm just catching up today, but he posted today that he's got his first paid gig in a musical. And he does cosplay. So you would love. Oh my God, Kat, you would love. No, Kenzi, love this guy.
Doesn't matter.
I have to share him with you. He does the best things about, like, he talks about how the smut in books and fairy tales. Are you looking him up now?
How you doing?
Is that what you do?
Keckle. We've got a Keckle.
Who's a Keckle?
His name's Keckle. Keckle.
Keckle.
Keckle 22. Keckle.
Heckle with a chuckle.
Yeah, how you doing? What's happening?
Yeah. Hello. Hello.
Hello there.
Hello. What's that movie where I think is it The Emperor's New Groove, where he yells off into a canyon or something, "I'm an idiot," and the echo yells back, "Yes, you are."
Yeah, you're an idiot. That was from
You're an idiot.
That was from The Grinch.
The Grinch. The Grinch.
And it's like, you're an idiot.
Yes. Yes, you are.
I'm pretty sure I can make it so you can see shit, but I didn't. Yeah, it's so good.
Who sees shit? Who sees stuff?
You see shit. Oh gosh. Shush.
You seesaw. You sell she's. Wow. You sell shells on the seashore. I can't speak the English. Why do you let me do these things with you?
Kelly's just said, "No, you're not." I don't know what to. Why do I let you do these things with me? I don't know. And no, you're not. Whatever it is, you're not something.
Came in halfway. No idea. We don't know either. When
we actually started, by the way, halfway through a sentence.
Yeah. By the way, everybody, we're doing this for ourselves tonight. We don't. Your participation is optional and appreciated.
Oh yeah, we'd love a good chat. We'd love a good chin wag, as it were.
Yeah.
Nobody knows anything. That's true.
Wrong? Nobody knows anything. Well, if you did,
what is wrong about
keep
what?
Quiet. Oh, I can't get Twitch to work, so I can see what the fuck I'm doing. Oh, I just dropped an F-bomb. I've been fighting my multitude of pussy today.
Have you?
And
what's happened with your multitude of pussy?
Well, the winter has come.
Of course it has, and
that's not helpful.
Wanting to get all up in your jam, Holmes.
Well, basically on my work desk, in my lap, on my shoulder. One of my cats. Is like, yeah, I know, right? One of my cats is essentially, like, I think she was a pirate parrot in a past life.
Pirate parrot.
Parrot. She's the smallest. Yeah, a parrot. Yeah, she'd do better than a pirate parrot, I feel, on a pirate ship.
Oh no! Don't go back to Fortnite, Callie. No, stay here. It's nice here.
What? Why? Who's going? What?
Callie said participation optional. All right, I'll go back to Fortnite. Lol. And I said no, don't.
All right, we'll see you in a Fortnite then. We like that.
I'm gonna get rid of. I'm gonna get rid of my Zoom background because it is just not zooming. It is not doing what it should be doing, and it looks really. I keep getting lost in the background.
Why are you listening to me when I say things like participation optional? You should know better than that.
You should never listen to her ever.
Well, don't follow instructions.
I don't even know how to follow instructions.
Do as I do, not as I say. I'm here.
There's something on my nose, but it's on the computer. Like, oh no, there's a spot. No, it's not. It's just maybe ridiculous.
You're looking very fabulous. You're not looking wintry today. What is going on there?
It's a shirt. Do you like it? It's got a thing on it.
I do.
It's a star. Oh Oh my
I was
god!
going to say
I
it's
didn't
got
know that.
yeah. Listen,
Such
you
a
never read it.
twat. I ended up
I was
somehow
going to
getting
say,
two of
it looks like
these.
somebody likes your, I don't know, orders.
I ended up getting two of these, so I don't know what I'm gonna do with the
Hmm.
second one. Like, I never wear them enough to get for them to die. I don't know. Pentagram but incomplete. No, it's got the
Kelly,
it's the
I
full
was going to
star.
say,
It's the,
I was going to
well,
say, well, pentagram
because
has
it
to
doesn't
be in
have
a
the
circle.
so it's the pentacle. Yeah, pentacle, pentecostal,
Pentacircle? Pentacircle?
penta not circle, penta
Penta, not
out
circle.
out in the world. But then, yeah.
Let me
See
know
if
if
my
my
camera
vocals
starts
disappear.
glitching.
I just bumped my microphone, which I constantly do, and I hate that happens. I need to like tape it to the size of my face so it won't move.
Yeah, so you got the one that's attached to your head.
I got the one that's attached. It's a removable one from the headphones. It was free.
No
I'm glad I
top
didn't
half.
pay $100 for that.
There is a top half. Oh, the top half of the circle, I guess, because that's not really a circle anyway. Top half. I mean,
Show me
there's
circle.
Kenzie's top half, but not in the pattern. Yeah, there's my top half's here. Less than half of me. You can't have all of me. All of me.
But we will keep the best of you.
The best, the best,
So what have you been listening to lately? What have you been
What have I been listening to
doing
lately?
with yourself? Any new musica?
Nah, I haven't listened to much.
That's a hard question. Lordy me.
I've just been playing games, making videos and stuff like that. That's basically what I've been doing.
What's crunching? What's wrinkling? Is it food?
Wrinkling my brain, Holmes. No, I'm pulling out some rolly papers so I can roll a cigarette.
Oh, you're making a. All right, you're doing that sort of thing.
Making
like, oh, you got chicken again.
Oh no, I don't have chicken. I had these, what the fuck are they called? Like, they're like Indian things. It's like a whole pile of vegetables all stuck together with like herbs and shit like that. Spinach and onion and
some
so yummy.
Onion. So spinach one's usually, ironically enough, onion bhaji.
Bhaji, that's the one.
And
that's
then
the word I was looking for.
the little parcels are the vegetable samosas. You should ask me these things.
It's the bhaji.
I used to work. I used to work in a Italian restaurant in my early 20s.
I used to date an Indian who would make food.
Did you?
Oh yeah, once upon a time.
Oh really? I did not know that about you.
I've dated people in my life.
No, I know that you've dated people. Oh, come on now. Fabulous creature like you could not indefinitely stay single. I know these things. I know these things.
We try.
I just don't know all of the specifics.
No, you don't.
Okay.
No. But yeah, no.
And I wouldn't want to. I feel like that'd be crossing a few lines.
Yeah, if you knew all of the ins and outs and whatnot. Samosas.
Is that a pun intended?
It is the pun intended, yeah.
So a pun intended in an
innuendo.
innuendo.
I just said samosa. An innuendo.
Yeah, innuendo.
Innuendo. I was taking off
the
my
samosa
camera.
is catching up. Okay, the samosa is catching up from the trying to figure out. We're playing reverse charades. We're trying to figure out what you had for dinner.
Yeah, I mean, I could have. I knew the bee. It was popping up in my head. Oh yeah, no, we had all vegetarian today. So today was all vegetarian, and then tomorrow's fish.
Why is today vegetarian? Just cause?
Because there was vegetables. That's just what I.
Oh, because that's what you had in the house.
Yeah, like we've got meat and everything like that, but we were talking about just having vegetable days, and we had that, so I made that, and then I made some, just boiled seasoned vegetables, and nice and easy. I mean,
I was just wondering if there's like
for everybody.
It was. Oh, okay. It was more of a thing of, is there any other ulterior motive apart from must eat the fresh food that's available in the household?
No, not really.
Because I know that there's like a real movement. Couldn't be asked. Look, I will eat what is there.
It would be a thing.
There's a movement where meat-free Fridays or fish Fridays and
it's good for you.
Meat-free stuff a day. Oh yeah, totally, absolutely. Yeah. Apparently, since the increase in protein consumption, males in particular have grown much larger.
Oh, little girls, they've grown massive. It's ridiculous.
But also boys.
Yeah.
Boys have also gotten.
But you said boys, so I was like, yeah, but girls as well. It's just they are so big, and they're getting.
Catch on with me.
They just no, we missed it.
Do we? Oh, okay.
Yeah,
we didn't have the good protein intake. Gotcha.
No, all these 10-year-olds that are popping up, I'm like, how fucking, like, what? They're so
Oh
tall.
God, I know.
Like, they're looking like
I know.
teenagers already. I'm like, no, you go back and play with your dollies and shush.
Yeah. Go do kid stuff. Actually
stuff, yeah.
reminds my 16-year-old nephew that he is only 16, despite the fact that he's the size of an adult.
Yeah. Well, 16's, you know, yeah, that's still a kid. It's still 100% a kid.
Oh yeah, totally.
18-year-olds, it's still a kid. 22-year-olds are still a kid. And Callie, yeah, indeed, no more questions. I said that because no more questions. But we're having Fish Friday, and I know that's a Catholic thing, but it's always been like one of those things that we go, oh yeah, Fridays.
It's not just a Catholic thing; it's a Judo-Christian.
Yeah, it's stuck with us probably from the cult days, you know. So
okay,
it's because we have fish. We go Fish Fridays.
Yeah, we have fish on Fridays as well, but we also do like Lent days. Like it's not Lent. What is it when you don't? It's a type of religious observation where you don't eat meat on those days, and it's also Wednesdays and Sundays as well as Fridays.
Yeah, fasting. It's something
kind of fasting, I guess. Yeah,
most men never live their teen years. That is very true, Callie. Most men never live their teen years.
No, that wasn't intended. I didn't mean to say man after most men.
Oh man.
Oh man, it just came out.
Yeah, it's one of those things though, hey. Like it's true, it's true. But lots of people don't leave their teen years, you know what I mean? Like
you love
But then again, if you met your teen you'd probably be like, holy shit, I definitely have grown up.
I was so serious as a teenager. Oh my god, as an adult I'm ridiculous. As a teenager I was so serious. I found a song that says I'm in my 30s and I thought I'd be a grown-up by now.
Oh yeah.
I have to share it with you.
Yes, you do. Like, oh my gosh. So yeah, you think when you get in your 30s, you're gonna have it all together. You're gonna know what you're doing.
Right.
Like I've never been married. I've never bought a house. I still have no idea.
I do adult things.
What I want to do.
I do adulty things, but I don't feel like a grown up.
Yeah, but like, what kind of adulty things do you do?
Oh, I bought a house. And sold one. Like I've done the whole,
Yeah, you've bought houses and you've done all that kind of shit, and you've got a job that's all serious.
But I've also
you get money.
Yeah, but I've also done the stupid stuff of working multiple jobs to buy a house, and so I've gone the other extreme.
I know that.
And I've never been married, but I have been divorced twice. So
Yeah.
No, it's correct.
Yeah.
And she's black.
I've been lucky with my situations. Is that they've just kind of like it's been like, yep, see you, bye. I've ended up with the debt. But that's it hasn't been a massive amount of debt. It's more just been like, I think my biggest debt from a relationship was about 12,000.
Oh,
that was my fault.
That's a fiscal inconvenience. If nothing else.
It was. It took me a long time to pay that off. But especially because of the time that it was as well. So it kind of just. But I got there and I paid it off. But that was also my fault because I was like, he wanted the good things. He wanted the guest jacket, and I bought it. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
He wanted the leather couch as opposed to the other couch, so I bought the leather couch. That kind of thing.
Nice.
We were a bit fancy.
Why wasn't he doing the buying?
He wasn't making the money that I was. I've always been the one who's made the money in a relationship every single time, except for once. Oh no, even then when we were dating, I made the money. Yeah, I've always been that one. So time for a rich man to come and. Oh, which woman?
Didn't bitch this one.
Oh, both.
She can't help herself. You got one of each. you want to be part of a rich sandwich.
Collect them. I do. Oh, rich sandwich. Oh, that sounds delicious.
Oh, speaking of being part of a collection, saw there's an Aussie guy who started content. I think I've shared some content with you. I think he's pretty sure it's Queensland based. He's only just starting up, but I support his centre patterns of thinking. This American dude, and he's a dude. He's literally,
the dude,
the sexual appendage of some sort of wild, large animal.
Callie's like, growing up in this economy. Pull back.
I know. I saw that. I do love that. I love that we get in this economy into the conversation. We get multitude of pussy.
Yep.
Chicken wings is my currency. Yep. Love language.
Chicken wings is the currency of love.
Yeah. Well, it's our currency. It's a valid form of currency.
It is a valid form.
You know what? We could actually use as an election platform, and I think we'd win.
Yeah, you reckon?
Yeah, totally. Oh, absolutely. Who wouldn't? Who
Chicken
wouldn't?
wings are amazing.
Chicken farmers would be the richest people in the country.
That's true. Oh, that'd be so
No,
good.
no
Even
teeth
those pork
billionaires.
chickens.
Stuff them. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, that'd be like Elon Musk is like down here, and then
No,
bloody KFCs.
no.
Whoever owns
KFC
KFC.
is a reseller.
Yeah, he's not
Um,
as cool.
yeah, it's no. It'd be the actual chicken farmers, like
Yeah,
in
yeah.
Chicken Run. Mr. McCready or whatever
Chicken
his name
Run.
just walks around.
He's a
Yeah,
cartoon
you know,
character. I'm sorry to tell you, darling. He's not real.
he's not. He's not a cartoon
He's.
character. He's a stop motion clay character. Thank you.
It's still not real. He's not a real dude. He's not
You
making
know what?
money.
There's a lot.
Can't afford calling forward, so I can only call back. I like that. That's so cute.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what I got on my stream the other day?
No, tell me.
This dude's like, I'll pay you $5,000 to cut your hair like under your ears. I'm like, well, send me 50% up front, and then we'll go from there. And then he did the whole thing of going, this person donated $3,000. Just texting. I'm like, does that actually work? Like, and then I spent about 5 minutes just sassing this dude, which I have turned into a clip, which is fun.
Oh,
It's
good.
like ridiculous. Like, do they think that we're actually going to fall for that? Number one, and number two, get your kink and put it somewhere
In your kink
like
hole.
put it in your kink hole. Where people who
Put it in your kink hole.
actually ask for it, no, my kink hole. My kink hole is
Leave
reserved.
my kink hole alone.
My
Yeah.
kink hole is for ones that are like, it needs to be, consensual.
Careful how you
kink
say
hole.
that.
Kink hole.
That might come out as Nat King Cole, and it's a whole different visual there.
That's true. It just needs to be consensual. You know what I mean?
Mm.
It must do because people have been trying that for years. Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's so stupid.
Yeah, that's that unfortunate dude I was talking about earlier is one of those sorts. He manipulates women.
Oh, like my exes.
No, this is well. You know what? I don't know all of your exes personally, so I can't say no.
It's true, you can't.
But I'd like to say no because you're a stronger woman than the sort that I'm going to describe that this particular vile excrement targets. He gets together with women, has relationships with them, and then does reverse psychology, manipulation, gaslighting on them. All of the bad shit in a relationship, except for the beating. So, except for the physical harm, he basically gets these women to think that in order to retain his love and affection, they must tattoo themselves with his name. And he calls himself a pimp. He's got, and he was giving courses on how to encourage, how to change women's mindsets to do this. Yeah.
Yeah, how to get a woman and then break her down so you can do whatever you want and she will never leave you.
Yeah, and get her to put your name on her. Like her name, your name on her. And it's come out that he's actually inhuman, like he has actually been caught doing human trafficking. What a piece of vile.
Yeah, no, that's definitely not my ex.
Think of some really, really colourful words.
Yeah, really definitely words we cannot say on this channel or any others. But
so he needs to be put in a shit cocoon and shot into space.
Shit cocoon, that is. I love that shit cocoon.
That just came to me.
You belong in a shit cocoon. It just came out organically.
Yeah.
The guy got wrecked by his country when he was the guy who got wrecked by the country that he was hiding in. Is that the one? The one that everyone was like worshipping and all the incels were like all into and shit. And then he got like riggedy. I can't think what his name is.
I'll have to look him up.
Let's just forget his name anyway. Like he doesn't deserve.
Yeah, but his name's not. He's not worth naming.
No.
They should. He got undone by a tweet from Greta Thunberg.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah. I think that.
Really?
I think it's the same one. Yeah. He said something about her. Like he atted her.
Now I need to look this up.
And then
outed her how?
Then she's like I don't know, something about the fact that she needed a good man to, something really ridiculous and horrible. And she just said,
like a good fuck will sort you out sort of thing.
One tweet, one tweet, and he went, and then he ended up getting like arrested, and he ended up getting all this stuff from what she said. Yeah, she clapped back exactly right. She just said something, and it just snowballed, and good for her. Good for her, 100%. That's right. I was going to set up my little sound maker machine, the Bobby Walksies. So I could do that kind of shit.
I need to find this vile creature
His name,
just so that I can. Sometimes I really wonder if I should be trolling these pieces of space shit because they're not even space
really
cadets.
good, like it would make for a really good what's it called, bit, just a good bit. It would make for a good bit on the video, you know, this is what we've done this week, and then like have it to like music and destroy people, you know, these are the people that we worked with this week. That'd be a good one.
Yeah, look,
I'd be into it.
Is that him? I don't know if it is him.
If you look up Greta
Thunberg.
Yeah.
Thunberg.
Yeah. But his name's Douchebag McGee.
Douchebag
also,
McGee.
Don't shoot him into space, the poor vacuum of space, having to endure that crap, shoot him into the sun. Fire him out of a cannon into the sun.
So they'd have to go through space. So they'd go out in a shit cocoon, they'd freeze to death, and then they would crystallize before they hit the sun. They vaporize as space crystals. And by the time they get to the sun, they would be vapor, like the heat would vaporize them. Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Yeah. And to be fair, human race is kind of dumping a ton of stuff in the vacuum of space every time we launch a rocket up there and drop satellites. And it's our celestial garbage tip
thing. Are you still looking? Because I was press a button.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll just
yeah, a man who. What is it? What is ruined.
I need to get one of these. It's not like a super cheap one because this one's like $20 or like $15 or something, and it's got like all these set sounds, but they're such weird sounds, and I don't know how to use it anyway. Like I don't.
That sounded like Super Mario.
Yeah.
Get it? Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. What else we got? We got that one says Mary. If Mario's sound is Mary, apparently, and this one says guys.
You know what? I don't know who this.
So great. That's cute. That's cute. We can use that.
Oh gosh. You know what? I'll figure out who this piece of.
Do you want to see if I can find him? Like, do you actually want to know his name?
No, we'll figure it out later.
Yeah.
I'm sure if I go and find my dude that I like, I'll find this. It's not even a twat waffle. Twat waffles are nice. We like them.
Yeah, we like twat waffles. Twat waffles are good. We don't want to. Oh, I got to scan and contact him.
What would you top? What would you top? What would be the topping on a twat waffle?
I top a lot of things. Oh,
cream.
Yeah, I normally would just have them just
ice
fresh
cream?
and natural. But yeah, probably like a
icing sugar
cream, or like a nice icing sugar, or like one of those honey syrups. You know, the ones that are like honey cream. They're kind of like caramelly. They're really nice. Mary, yeah, exactly. Yeah, Mary instead of Mario. That makes sense. Yeah. That makes sense.
Mario. Okay. Right.
Mario.
Okay, I did it with the accent and it clicks in my head.
It was beautiful. It was beautifully done.
You're welcome.
Like everything about that.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I'll do this one. This is PUBG.
Got it. I'm not sure where to go from there. I feel like it wants to be the Star Wars theme, but it's not.
I think it wanted to be something. It sounds like a song from like India or something like that, from like Bollywood. Do you know what I mean? There's usually lyrics to that. What lyrics would there be to that?
Speaking of, have you seen Godzilla Singular Point?
No. Okay. The answer is no. If I haven't seen any Godzillas.
Oh really? Any particular reason why? Huh?
Nah. It's just it just never came onto my radar. It's never been something that interests me. Like I'm not really into monster. Like, I was into monster horrors for about 2 seconds in the 90s. Or just the 90s ones, you know, like Mimic and stuff like that. But it's just never been. I'm not really into the monster stuff. I haven't seen. I tried to watch the one with the big monkey, King Kong. I tried to watch that because
the big monkey,
there was attractive
the big
people
monkey
in it.
King Kong.
The big monkey, yeah, and the big I'm lizardist. I'm not lizardist. I like all lizards the same. Some of my best friends are lizards.
What, you're going to say some of your former lovers were lizards.
Oh,
Some of your former lizards were lovers. Ah,
I don't
Smith.
know. They were pretty scaly. Yeah.
Oh my lord. Can you clap out my name later? Can you give my name the clap later?
I can give your name the clap, as long as it's all you want me to give the clap to. I don't know.
Yeah, that's right.
I have to find someone else to give you the clap if you wanted it.
Oh, yeah,
it's not like Pokemon. You don't have to collect them all, catch them all.
Oh my god, that is the one thing I would. How about a hard pass on that?
Yeah, we can a hard pass on that. Yeah, that'll
Have we gone through all the sounds yet?
Nah.
Okay, keep going. What's next?
We've got din din. Ding ding ding. No, that's ding ding ding. That's fair enough. We've just got din. So din din. So din was the bell, and then din is crows.
Crow.
Which I understand why it would be on my board having a crow, like, you know.
But the name? Can you rename it? You can't rename it, can you?
I mean, I could put a sticker on it.
Yeah, so.
You know.
Stickers work.
We've got awesome, which.
Awesome.
Awesome.
He sounds like that favourite actor of yours.
The favourite actor of mine?
Yeah.
Which one?
When you raved about
Sam.
The dude from yeah, you love him. We had this conversation about how much I hated him in yeah, you love him so much.
I love him so much. So
how much
the Sam one, the one from Mr. Right?
Yeah, quite possibly. I think so.
He has a name, bless him, and his name's Sam something. I'll find out in a second. That I can look up easily.
I will tell you.
It's not Sam Neill. My brain keeps going Sam Neill. I'm like, it's not Sam Neill. Sit down there.
You sit down.
Sit down.
You can't make me sit down. You sit down.
I'm already sitting down. Jesus,
he was the guy in Iron Man that played the really bad tech dude that got constantly getting broke and outdone. Why is it the Iron Man cast is so diverse and I can't pick this dude straight out of the pictures?
Yeah, I don't know.
Doesn't he not look?
Is he in that? I have no idea.
Yeah, Iron Man. Yeah, he's in Iron Man.
I don't know. I don't even know if I know his name's. I'm thinking you're talking about Sam Rockwell.
That's the one.
Yeah, and I love him.
Yes.
I do love him. And he's just.
Yeah, I knew that.
I love him. And there's no logic to it. It's just beautiful.
Why is he not listed on the cast of Iron Man in this Google search? Google, you suck. What is wrong with you?
I don't know.
Never mind.
Maybe he's not a big enough of
awesome.
Part.
Sounds like Sam Rockwell.
Awesome.
It does.
See?
Actually.
Can you hear it?
Good job. Now I
can you hear it? Yeah.
And now when I masturbate, I can finish with this.
Awesome.
And it'll just be like he was with me the whole time.
Please clip that and tag him.
Tag Sam Rockwell.
Is he married?
I don't know. Let's find out. Oh, if he's not, oof, I'm coming to get you.
Should we let him know?
No. Don't know. Just wait until you see my basement. He definitely
does have a partner.
Because he's got William Downey here on his photos. He does have a partner, does he? Oh, well.
Yeah.
Blonde, we had such hopes.
I mean, you can still tag him. It'd be funny.
Yeah, well, I'm pretty
just tag the clip. Don't clip yourself actually masturbating. Just tag the clip where you talk about that.
Be specific about that. That is very. Thank you for making that clear, because there was going to be a totally different situation. But now I know what you mean exactly. So I can.
You're going to get banned again, were you?
Oh, you have no idea. Well, have you seen Moon yet? Moon is amazing.
No, I haven't.
It's really, really good. So an old friend of mine gave it to me for my birthday, and just like, you will love it. I'm not going to tell you anything about it. I'm just saying you will love it. And I went, okay. So we watched it, and I'm like, yeah, cool. And then as the movie went on, I'm like, this is amazing. And then when it got to the end, I'm like, oh my god. So yes, I do love it.
Did it alter the axis on which your Earth spun?
I mean, sure. I gave it a 10 stars, 10 out of 10. I gave it.
Okay, but it wasn't.
And I gave Seven
like it
Psychopaths
wasn't.
8.
You know, 7 Psychopaths.
Mm. Yeah.
Hmm.
Have you seen it?
No. Oh my god, there's so many things that I haven't. So apparently, is it a horror?
Not really. I mean, it has a.
Not
No,
really.
it's got a
Okay,
few.
it wasn't a resounding.
No, I'd say it's more kind of thrillerish, actiony, but it's basically a writer trying to write the story of 7 Psychopaths. So it's like broken down into
fun.
stories, and it's really, really good. It's kind of, it's very, very, it's very well written. It's beautiful. It really is really, really good. And so he's going around meeting these psychopaths to tell their stories.
Are they in jail or are they out in public?
No, they're out and about. The people that aren't going to get busted because, like, whatever. But he's not using their names and stuff like that. Yeah, for reasons.
Oh wow!
And who's
for
in it?
what is it? Journalistic? What is it? Journalistic something?
Yeah, it's got Colin Farrell, Woody Harrelson, Sam Rockwell. It's got Christopher Walken. And then it's got a whole pile of Abby Cornish. I think Abby Cornish is Colin Farrell's girlfriend, I think, or wife, or someone or other. It's got heaps of different people in it. It's very, very beautiful, very good.
Wow,
I like it. I enjoy it, but it's still 7 stars because you can't give 10 stars to everything. 10 stars is,
that's why I would have said, if it's 10 stars, it should have shifted the axis on which your Earth rotated, right? Revolved.
Yeah, but my Earth doesn't really revolve that much anyway. Let's be honest. No, it was really, really good.
Is that awesome? I'm just going to order you a sex toy. I'm going to buy you a sex toy, get it delivered to your house, and just make sure you're using that awesome button multiple times a day.
Aww. That's so sweet.
I say the sweetest things, don't I?
I do. Oh, darling. Oh, I saw this ad today for a movie.
For sex toys?
No. Actually, I did do that too. Pops up on some of my things. No, it was for, the movie's called Trap. I think. Hang on, give me a second.
I was going to talk about this one. He takes his daughter to a concert.
Yeah. Oh my god.
He takes his daughter to a concert. That actor is in Penny Dreadful.
Yeah.
Oh.
He looks so much like one of my exes that, still, like one of my high school, my high school best friend who we dated for a while. They look so similar.
Right.
Like, not so much now because, life, but they used to look so, like, ridiculously the same. I was watching Penny Dreadful going, oh my god, that's him. Like, it just felt like I watched it. I'm like, you shouldn't be doing that. That's not good for you, those kind of things.
I love so he shot to fame in Pearl Harbor, right? And then it was just so much. He ended up having.
Was he in Pearl Harbor first before he was in those because he was in those teen movies. Like the one
he would have been in ones, he was in
school horror ones.
But as an adult, like his career, Pearl Harbor is what set him into like global.
Again, I've never watched that.
Celebrity. Oh, I've seen it once. It's how I came across him, and then I saw him and I went, he's way better than Ben Affleck. Where's he?
Yeah.
Why did he disappear? He's such a great actor, and he's so genuine, and his delivery and all the rest of it. And then he just disappeared because the fame that came out of Pearl Harbor. It just fell out. Oh my lord! That came out of being in Pearl Harbor. He just found it too much, and he had to actually withdraw until he could process and fix his mental health because it was just too much. It really just did a number on him.
Yeah, a few of them did that. They just had to go, you know what? No, step back, and then they've come back now.
Yep.
Like the guy who's in the one who's in the Tudors TV show.
Which one? There's a few of them.
The one who plays the king. Hang on, I'll get it.
Jonathan Rhys.
Yeah, Jonathan Rhys Myers.
Jonathan Rhys Myers.
Because he was a child actor.
I didn't know that about him.
Yeah, he was a child actor. He was in. It was a sci-fi one. He was in a spaceship and he flew forward in time, and it was like a really, really popular thing and then he just went, I'm going to go to school, and he was a young child actor. I just went, nah, fuck that, and then he came back now, and he's beautiful. He makes my toes curl.
He also did He did a Picture Tosca. He's one of those.
does.
He's definitely an awesome actor.
Yeah, he can do he can do anything.
what I
He can
did
do everything from like, yeah. I don't like this one.
Awesome!
You reckon I should send him a video too? You reckon?
Mm,
Selling my
yeah,
pornography for
yeah.
free. Specifically for you. But then again, there's this photo of him on IMDb, the main photo of him. Do you not like it? Do you not like that photo
He
at all?
aged. He hasn't aged well, unfortunately.
But then in video, like in the movies and stuff that he's in now, he looks beautiful. I think it's just something about his hair or something. I don't know what it is, but I will send him a strongly worded letter.
Oh, he's Jonathan Rhys Meyers is Irish.
I know.
Does that make it better?
He can do anything.
I watched him in a horror film just the other night, actually. I watched him in a movie just the other night, and I thought I watched it thinking of you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You're like, why? Because
No, I'm like you were thinking of me when you were watching a movie, and then
yeah, I should have told you about it. It's called Disquiet. Have you seen it?
I feel like I have. I feel like
It's a bit B grade, but that's okay.
Yeah, I like B grades because they can't focus on the.
Oh, IMDb 3.8 out of 10.
They can't just go around. Disquiet. Yes, I have seen it. Of course, I have, because I obsess over actors or whatever. Like, you know who?
Oh, you do the same thing.
Well?
Do you do? Who?
Oh, I feel bad. So you know Boondock Saints.
Are you gonna say Brandon Fraser?
No.
No.
No, Boondock Saints. One
No.
of my favorite movies of all
Okay.
time, right?
Okay.
And hang on, I'm getting there. Boondock Saints. One of my favorite movies of all time. And Sean Patrick Flannery was the dream. You know, Irish, gorgeous. Well, that's all you really need.
Oh, I see him.
But he was also tough, and loved his, had family values. He was the whole thing. Like, he just ruined the world for everybody.
Yeah.
But then they said Boondock Saints 2 was coming out, right? Okay, you go to the toilet. And everyone was like, oh, great, oh, that's awesome. And I was sitting there, I was first off the line. I had the DVD ordered before it came out. Like, I was like, yes, because this movie was the one I used to watch continuously, religiously. And that's funny because it's a religious type movie. And then Sean Patrick Flannery in it just looked like he just aged so.
I don't think he's I don't think he's aged that badly.
Comparatively, that was the first time I'd seen him in anything or
in a long time.
Since I'd seen him in Boondock Saints. So Boondock Saints came out in a million, whatever time. I know, just
to be fair though,
this is truth.
He's aged better than the guy that ended up in his co-star from Boondock Saints.
I disagree, because he was in the zombie TV shows.
Norman
Reedus.
Reedus.
Yeah.
He's aged terribly. He's just gotten wirier and skinnier and just bristlier. He's
really?
starting to look more and more like those, things that you clean your shoes on after you've been out in the paddock.
Oh gosh. I realize
Doesn't mean I won't watch him
cut that bit out if I put this onto YouTube or anything. I'm gonna have to cut that bit out because he comments on some of my stuff sometimes.
Get out of town! Are you serious?
Not on YouTube, but he comments on, like, I've had a chat to him on Facebook. So he shared.
Norman Reedus contacts you.
Not Norman Reedus. No.
Oh.
No, calm down. Sean Patrick Flannery. He shares some stuff on Facebook. He does reels and stuff like that there. And I commented on these things just because I did, and then he commented back, and I'm like, oh, my underpants fell off. And that was just one of those things. So I'm like, oh, if he sees it, then he might feel bad about himself.
I did follow up my comments.
He's still gorgeous.
I did follow up.
I've seen him later, and he's gorgeous. It was just a shock to my system, I think.
Let me finish where I was going with my train of thought. Thank you. I've arrived. Okay, so train's in the station. Norman Reedus, even though he's like, he looks like a bristly, naturally bristled hedgehog that I'd want to use to scrub things with, I will still watch him in stuff because I think he's a good actor. I like his delivery. I like what he brings to shows. It's not just about the aesthetics for me.
Yeah.
He's just gotten...
You think
the lines are just deeper.
Which one? Yeah, I think they look the same, but it was
I don't think Sean Patrick Flannery is actually. I don't think he's aged badly. I think he's actually aged appropriately.
I think
this is what I would expect to see. Because you were hoping to see this young, beautiful thing. This young,
don't
beautiful thing. He
know.
looks like, when he's young,
Yeah,
he looks
probably.
like a middle-aged Ewan McGregor. Does that make sense? Like when Sean Patrick Flannery was younger, he looks like how Ewan McGregor looks about 10 years ago. It's the Irish genes.
In a way,
it's got to be.
yeah, I can see that.
Yeah,
They're beautiful little angels with mouths of the devil.
Oh my lord!
And loins of them too, and that's why I love them so much. I need to go to Ireland right now.
Oh, can we go to Scotland too?
We can go to Scotland if we go to Ireland
too and explore all the moors and places and things like that.
I'd love to. Humans age in this economy? No. I lost the accent.
You did.
Damn it. I just need to go to Ireland and practice. I made the joke that I'd do that. I'd go to the pub and just start talking in an Irish accent. And I'm like, oh.
They'd throw you out.
Mad. Yeah, they get really mad at me. They'd probably sit there and go,
I was thinking,
fucking right, darling. What you doing? Get out. I had too many beers. Fuck off.
What's behind the couch? Your accent?
Yeah, probably.
Couch. Oh,
and
sorry,
behind the couch the whole time.
Oh, I dropped my accent behind the couch. Lordy me. I better put that back on again.
I probably shouldn't put that back on again.
We're both drinking at the same time. Lord.
When I ordered the cup, I ordered it the wrong way. I keep forgetting I hold mugs on this side and I hold them like this. So having the on this side is just the wrong side with the kitty. I see. I just have putting them on, like, I don't know. Let's have a look. Okay, if I'm gonna hold a cup.
Do you remember those ginormous travel cups I shared with you? The 1.2 litre. So. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm going to buy you one of those.
I thought you already did. I thought that was a thing ages ago.
I know. I bought 2 for me.
You hussy.
I know. I'm a hussy that has a lot of huskies. I'm dancing to that now.
That just says 9277. That's all it says.
What is that? I don't know. 9?
9277.
Probably the spelling of something that's meant to look something sexy. I'm going to get you one of those, or 2 of them, seeing as I've got 2. I'm going to get you 2, right? And then what you're going to do is you're going to give me the design, and I'm going to get it done on both sides of the cup because it's that bloody big. That doesn't matter which hand you hold it with.
Get like 4 done on it, and you can just like.
It's a bit continuous. It's like a reel on your cup. Get it? Gargling. Don't go gug, yeah. 90210. Ah.
I don't know. It doesn't sound like 90210 to me. No, it just sounds like a dance party.
21 Jump Street. 21 Jump Street. I don't know. Maybe.
And this is 2277 Wall Street.
Wall Street.
Oh, I should just have that on all the time, just during
Thank
my
you. You saved me the effort.
Just laugh at myself. I'm like, I am funny. I am funny.
Do you remember when chirping crickets were a thing?
Yeah, they still are. They're just like not in your backyard.
Yeah, because my ducks and chickens ate them all. So there were times. This is my neurodiverse goblin brain.
I'm so sorry, everybody.
You are not. You're not. So my goblin brain, there are times where I'd have conversations with people at work and I'd, pause. Waiting for information to be processed by the other person I was speaking to. And in my brain would play the chirping cricket sound while I waited for a response. Then if the chirping was over and I hadn't gotten a response, I would rephrase what I was trying to say to the people and wait again.
I just say cricket.
And if I chirp in crickets 3 times in a row, I'd give up and go, okay, I don't know.
Like, we're done here. This meeting is over.
Yeah, can't exactly do that when you're working in a customer-facing role. What are you going to do? Put a closed sign up in their face?
Yeah, put a closed sign.
This meeting is over.
Just be like, close.
Close for business.
And then turn around and
go
back
to
to
your crotch.
See some tumbleweeds just on there, just to...
Speaking of, I saw somebody was recording, they were driving in Texas or whatever, at an intersection, and American roads are so obscenely wide.
Yeah. No.
Not only did they record one tumbleweed coming across 3 lanes from one side of the road and then across the medium strip and then the 2 lanes up to there where the car was, there was a whole family of tumbleweed. They all bumped into the car, rolled in front of the car, and they kept rolling away.
Was there
Am I
like a
keeping
big,
you
really
up
big
here?
one?
Are
And
you
then
bored?
I didn't
So
want to say
you yelling at
anything.
me?
I did not want to say
Just show
anything,
me.
but
That story could have been shorter. Join
I-
yourself.
I did. Well, boing myself. I'll be back in 2 seconds. You keep talking if you want to.
Would you just call my tumbleweed story boring?
I didn't.
It was
I,
funny.
it was funny.
You doing? You
I
doing?
was gonna ask if there's like two smaller ones and like a big one and then like a medium-sized one and they were all like together tumbling, or were they like tumbling
Yeah, it was
awkwardly? Like was it like a nice family?
It was a whole bloody family. It was like a
golf,
big one.
like,
It was a single parent family.
Oh yeah.
It was definitely the mum tumbleweed first, and then all the little kid, maybe the teenager was at the end going, "I don't want to be here.
Why are you taking me here again?" No, I need to go.
I don't want to go here."
So I'm going to duck off for a minute. Right. Did you want me to do a be right back, or do you want to keep talking to people and answer all the messages that are in there?
You could go be a duck. You go be a duck.
Be a duck. What are you talking about?
You said you're going to duck off, so go be a duck.
Oh, you've just driven me quackers.
Oh god, go on then.
I regret nothing. Right, I'll be back.
Quack off with yourself, would you? Oh man,
quack yourself.
The things you go quack yourself. All right, Josh Hartnett movies and TV shows. Highly recommend. I highly recommend. Where is it? The Fear Index. Oh my lord! It was left open for. It was made in 2022. 4 episodes. Amazing. Definitely look at that. I would suggest it's not mainstream. It's more. It's not what's the word? It's not film noir or alternative, super alternative, but it's definitely a little bit more edgy, and it's not. I don't think it's what you would expect from a major blockbuster sort of global celebrity sort. But he does a lot of art house style movies and things, which is amazing. Highly underrated, but also I love that he sort of takes this sort of. He's a lot like Kate Blanchett and who's their other friends, Johnny Depp. They share their time between major blockbuster films and art house things and passion projects is what I'm trying to say. Definitely. Yes, so passion projects is they're definitely up there for him and Kate Blanchett. Now let me go back and have a look at this. Sean Patrick Flannery. What did he get up to in the time since? So Boondock Saints was 1999. Righto. There seems to be a. Oh no, there's not a. Oh, he did some Indiana Jones stuff. How about that? All right, let's have a look at your IMDb, Mr. Flannery. What did you get up to for a while there? Where we've got Get the Girl 2023. Let's go back to ancient history, shall we? See all, please. See all. My. Extensive. Okay, I'm still scrolling. Is there more? Okay, 1987. He starts with A Tiger's Tale. Okay, so I can see. And then Just Perfect. My Life as a Babysitter. He was in the Young Indiana Jones Chronicles. He was in a TV series. I need to see this. Yeah, I need to see this. Now, 22 episodes about the Young
anyone who
Indiana
doesn't
Jones.
know, I've got my headphones on, right? So all the sound goes through my headphones, but obviously my mic's in here. So when I leave, I can still hear everything she's saying, but obviously she can't hear me replying. So it's just like
there's the adventures of. Okay, look at that. There's more. He got Young Indiana Jones movies, TV movies. Oh wow!
He did heaps of stuff.
Another one. There's a third Indiana. Oh, see, okay. Why didn't you tell me about this person earlier?
I didn't know.
I had to. More.
Do you know what I mean? Like I didn't know. Okay, let me go through all the actors that I like. Should I make? Are we making a list? Yeah, I'll make some lists, and then I'll make like.
You make a list to share with me, and I'll list from that.
Remember seeing them on ABC after school the way back in the day? Yeah, exactly. So, Young Indiana Jones was definitely a thing. It was just on like ABC and stuff like that. Yeah. was interesting.
Oh,
Back in the day.
I wasn't allowed to watch telly. Wasn't allowed to watch telly after school.
Yeah. Why weren't you allowed to watch telly after school? Did you have to do homework, or was it just because,
homework,
reasons?
domestic chores, stuff like that.
Yeah.
I'm the eldest of 4 children in a first generation migrant family. There's always shit to do.
Yeah.
And TV wasn't for the kids; it was for the father who would watch. Oh God! Never-ending news broadcasts and current affairs. I actually don't mind documentaries, so when they were on, I'd happily sit and watch history documentaries. But free-to-air TV, you don't get them that often, so we'd be bored out of it. Oh my God! My father was the sort of person that he'd fall asleep on the sofa, and all of us would be watching the absolute mind-numbing, repetitive. Like, as history repeats itself in the news cycle like every 36 hours, I'm pretty sure. And so he'd be asleep on the sofa, and we say to Mum, we'd always, Mum, can we change channel? As soon as we change the channel, it's like he'd wake up, he'd stop his snore and go,
yeah, like, I was watching
that. And we're like, oh, God. My mum would then yell at him and tell him to go to bed.
Get out of here.
Because she wanted to watch a movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we would then, because then Mum would watch like romance stuff or whatever. And so she'd tell him to go to bed, and then we'd get to stay up maybe half an hour after he'd gone to bed, and we get to watch like 30 minutes of whatever Mum was interested in. And then she'd shoo us off to bed while she'd be crocheting but watching TV at the same time.
Oh, yeah, fair enough.
Pretty sure she's the one that's got ADHD in my family, while my father's the OCD one.
Oh, you reckon?
Maybe it's the other way down. I don't know. Maybe it's both.
Yeah, maybe they often go hand in hand, let's be honest. All these sorts of things.
Well, actually, I was reading a book the other day on these sorts of co-conditions. I'm not going to call them comorbidities. Yeah, I do occasionally read.
I don't believe you.
For education purposes, not just entertainment. You don't believe me? All right, I'll take a picture.
Oh yeah, I can take pictures of me doing lots of things too. I can take a picture of me on a jet ski.
Motorbike and water. I want one of those. So in the diagnostic DM5, so the diagnostic manual, 5th edition, they talk about ADHD, OCD, ASD, hoarding disorder, and other bits and pieces, and they haven't quite figured out whether OCD is a symptom of the other things, or if because it's so often associated with all of the other things that I mentioned.
Yeah.
They don't know if it's actually a condition of its own, or if it's actually that evolves as a result, or it develops as a result of the ADHD, untreated ADHD or ASD, and things like that.
I see, like untreated ADHD and stuff like that. It does cause a lot of issues.
Long-term severe depressive episodes, anxiety, agoraphobia, hoarding disorder. I'm becoming an expert on this sort of stuff.
It's almost like I wouldn't know anyone with any of those. That sounds weird.
What are you talking about? You know lots of people with those things.
I know,
but it's in varying degrees.
Like that's literally my people.
Yeah. That's goblin brains. We're all there.
Goblin brains. I love it.
Well, a friend of mine put that on. I put a thing about. She found this meme about how she was, talking about recycling jars. She goes, "I need to recycle this jar," and then she inserts in the commentary, and my goblin brain goes, "No, I must save it because I will need it in the future.
I need it for something. You never know when you're gonna
need jars. Jars are useful."
And jars.
Goblin brain loves jars.
Yeah, exactly.
And so when she shared that with me, every time I see anything that's kind of like, jar related or goblin brain related.
Yeah. Fixed it.
Ever be your mantle. Just so you know.
Yeah, I just broke it. Broke everything.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean. Sorry. Was that goblin voice too much?
I broke it. Yeah.
What did you break?
I was changing the screen, so I was putting up one with the 2004 Met Gala clothes pictures.
Woo!
And but I didn't have the collab cam is not a part of it. So bear with me 5 minutes and I'll fix it up and make it better.
Okay.
Yes,
I shall. No more goblin brain. Voice.
You can goblin brain, or you can do the goblin. Oh, The goblin pretty okay. The goblin voice was okay, pretty jarring.
Sorry.
Okay, all right. Well, look, we don't want to upset anybody. We don't want to upset the apple cart.
I mean, to be fair, it was a pretty accurate,
pretty
auditory interpretation of what happens in my head.
I enjoyed it. I thought it was great.
There's
I'm putting
just
it on
dots there.
Now, can we still hear you?
Jarring. Oh, the pun. Sorry, my mistake. Got it. Thank you, Kelly.
No. There we go. Okay, cool. I just wanted to change it because I found fucking shit. Fucking shit. All right, here we go. Oh, did you see that I made all new screens, by the way?
I saw how adorable are we. My hair needs
cute.
cutting, but it's great.
But then the other one was all new too, and I've got like the Nova and Kenzi. Notice I've taken my E off because but like they're all new and stuff. They're all cute.
I love it.
I love it.
I love it.
I did
I
those
love it. Okay, so what's
going
on?
Jarring because it's jarring because you talk about jars.
Yeah. I broke. Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
I got there. It just.
Yeah, you did. I just saw this on IMDb and went, oh my gosh, we can like rate them and talk about them if we wanted to.
So who is this?
This is
Who are we
Zendaya.
looking at? That's giving.
Zendaya.
Oh, it is too.
Yeah, man.
Lordy me! Wow.
Who's like gonna marry Spider-Man?
She's amazing. Oh,
She's
she
so
fully
fantastic.
turned down. Oh god, she's the best. I love how poor Tom. He was doing the Spider-Man stuff.
What did you do to Tom?
Tom's the one on the Spider-Man set. No, and they're trying to do a thing, and he's supposed to lift her up, and he's like,
"Oh yeah," and they had to put this thing in it, because she's so much taller than him.
He needed a harness to help lift her up, and she's like, "Are you okay?" He goes, "I think I just hurt myself."
They are so cute.
Oh my god, I love them. I will be forever devastated if they ever break up. Or
I really hope they don't. But if they do, they do. But I really hope they don't. Like, they're just
oh my
adorable.
gosh, they'd be like the 1 in a million couple that just happens to be in the same industry, and just he's English, and she's American. He tells his great story about how he goes out on his 21st birthday with his mum clubbing, and his mum forgot to bring ID.
Oh.
And this is during COVID. This is during COVID on the Graham Norton show, and they're like seated, like arm's length apart and all the rest of it.
Yeah.
And he goes, "I'm trying to tell this really dense bouncer that I came out of her 22 years ago." He just says it like, "I came out of her." And you don't hear people saying that, and I think there might be a reason why they don't really say that. But he made it work, and it was so fucking funny.
It was just so
the dumb person,
hilarious.
Yeah, he's like, so he goes to visit his mum, and he's like, "What do you want to do?" She goes, "I want to go clubbing." He goes, "All right, let's go clubbing." So he takes his mum clubbing, and they let him in, but not her. And he's like, "But I came out of her 22 years ago." He's like,
that's so funny.
And just Graham Norton's face is just like, "What?"
She's probably sitting there going, "Don't tell people I'm that old. Oh my gosh."
No, don't tell people about hoo-has. I don't want to know about that.
About hoo-ha. They're clubbing. Why would they want to know about hoo-has? Yes, that's a beautiful dress she's got on there. And she's got like a little bird or a flower or some shit on her neck.
She looks like Cyndi Lauper.
She looks like
a
goddess that is licked at something beautiful. Yeah.
Did you see the Cyndi Lauper style there from Girls Just Want to Have Fun? I'm pretty sure that was it.
Yeah.
The 80s sort of grungy.
I can't see it.
Scrunched up socks and the hair, the frizzy hair, Madonna, early 80s.
Pretty sure she's not wearing scrunched up socks.
We can't see that far. How do we know?
True. Let's not judge. Judge not.
No. And if she is, she'd be wearing them on. If she was wearing scrunchy socks under that dress, they'd be on Doc Martens. I guarantee it.
Yeah, and everyone will be wearing them in 2 seconds anyway because
they'd lose their minds. What
have we got? Yeah, definitely. So we've got
if she's wearing that with Doc Martens, they'd lose their minds.
Next we've got Elsa Pataky and Chris Hemsworth. Our lovely Chris.
Yeah, she's older than him, and she's Polish.
Yeah, they're just a lovely couple.
Oh,
they're very chilled.
I read their how they met story.
Yeah,
he was chasing her, and she was like, "Nah, you're too young for men." He's like, "But no, I'm serious." And she's like, "Are you really?" And so he told this little snippet about how they've got kids now. Obviously, there's 3 of them. Mm-hmm. And she tells them off in Polish. So the condition was that he had to learn Polish too, right? Yeah. And so when she tells him off in Polish because the kids understand it, he just stands next to her nodding his head going, "Yeah, what she said."
I love it.
He adores her to bits, but he's such a typical Aussie bloke. Yeah, what she said.
Yeah. They live up in live in Australia, just chilling out, doing their thing.
Yeah, Byron Bay, apparently.
Yeah.
And they have their own lifestyle range of like cosmetics and soaps and things as a side business in addition to his fitness stuff that he does on Instagram when he's not doing movies.
Ridiculous. Plus, they're just people that have barbecues on the weekends drinking beer. Like they're just
totally. Oh, where was he recently? He went to a car show and he did a total booner thing, like a total ocker thing. He's like, I'm at the big. He went to the car show display of the Mad Max vehicles.
Oh yeah.
And he literally did with a oh yeah kind of moments. And I'm like, dude, you're like a globally renowned celebrity, and you're like doing a oh yeah in front of the cars moment. Did you go to summer nats like when you were growing up? What is the story, man? What is the go?
Oh, he's an Aussie dude. He probably did random stuff, probably.
Oh,
all of that sort of stuff.
From what I understand, all of like, I mean, apart from the fact that he and his brother are famous, they're still very down to earth.
There's three of them that are famous now.
Who's the third one?
Feel like his name's
Chris,
Luke.
Liam, Luke. See, now you're going to make me.
There is another one, I think. Or it could just be from The Good Place, but I'm pretty sure there's a third that is famous as well.
Hemsworth brothers. Let's go.
I mean, there's more than two anyway. But I'm pretty sure
there's three of them.
But I'm pretty sure the other one's in something as well.
Luke, Chris, and Liam.
It is Luke, yeah.
Wow, Luke is the shortest. He got the short gene.
That's all right.
He's cute though.
Still taking.
He wants to be Hugh Jackman's Wolverine replacement. He looks like a very young. He looks like a very young Matt Damon with not as much forehead. Yes.
So always think about the Good Place. You know how they have that joke about that he's one of the Hemsworth brothers who marries Tahani, or doesn't? They actually never get married, and it's like, you know, oh, don't worry, darling. Saving baby spice is just as important as acting.
Okay.
He's like, I'm the ugly one, but he's like this gorgeous, you know, svelte thing. It's like 0% body fat and blah. Gross. What have we got next? We've got Rachel Ziegler, who is a person, that's for sure. The dress looks highly uncomfortable.
That's a very staged photograph there.
Yeah, but you know, anything with that much sequins, you know she's got sequins sticking in. You know she does.
She's gonna find that in her furniture, in her crevices.
Oh yeah, and you always end up with like cuts. Because I once wore this top. I don't know if you remember it. I wore it a couple of times. I think it was gold or red.
I do.
But it was the sequins
I think it was a deep red one. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it looked gorgeous. It looked hot as anything. But every time I would end up with cuts all down everywhere, because they do. As soon as they move, they stick into your skin, and they've got no cool. They just straight up jam into you. No respect. No chill. No nothing. They're like jam it all over.
No boundaries.
So unfair, but there's a gorgeous colour. I quite like.
Oh yeah, maybe it'd be great if someone could figure out how to make sequins that are natural without, like, they could be sparkly without the sharp edges.
That'd be cool.
That'd be lovely.
Yeah.
Let's put that on our to-do list.
Just to create sequins that don't cut you.
Soft
Ones
sequins.
That chill. Soft sequins. Yeah. We can call them
softkins.
Softkins.
Softens. Yeah, I'm sure we can workshop that. Yeah.
You don't think that's not the final answer? You don't think?
No, I'd like to phone a friend.
Okay. Wow. So next is Cara Devinin.
That's
definitely. Devinin.
Why? Sorry. Why are we doing this? What are we looking at? What are we deconstructing? To what end?
I just saw them and I thought, hey, there's some pretty clothes. I want to look at them.
Oh, segue. Okay. We've done a pivot. Got it.
We can keep talking about whatever, but I just wanted to look at clothes.
She looks cute. I want to take her home and cuddle her on the sofa.
She is a little cutie. I don't know if I'd cuddle her on the sofa in that outfit, but
well, if that
that'd be a stabby outfit.
Oh, is it stabby? I thought it was knitted.
No, it's like the Montes.
The chain mail?
Like the Montes. The Montes.
We have we have somebody who's just joined us and sent us a lovely greeting.
Hey, Wolfie,
hello.
how are you doing?
Hello, I am Fast Wolf.
we're just chatting, and then I saw this, and then I put it up, and then Nova was asking what I was doing, and I said that I just put them up.
Why? I was asking why we were doing this, not what we were doing, because I know what we're doing. We're talking randomly, but why?
And I said,
So that looks. See, on my screen,
So
that looks
cute
like a
things.
knitted thing.
no, it's definitely
Yeah.
Diamante's. She's like covered in jewels. She'd be
No, thank you.
and
The
no
person in the background looks like they're
Yeah, sure.
wearing a giant bird, to be honest, or a giant sheep. I really can't
I think
tell.
it's a giant mop, or maybe some tomatoes.
Yeah. Yeah, right. Plaited cotton used for cleaning things up. Are they there to clean up the mess whenever?
Yeah, they've got like this during the ad breaks.
They just do-
and then they shuffle some
post party. They do post party floor angels.
Get rid of all the fake
They clean
tan.
everything up.
Like,
Oh well, we really do keep ourselves entertained for hours on end, don't we?
do.
I love how you say that with
We
such
do.
fondness. We do.
We do.
We do, pets. We really do.
We do. My pet or my love. Who is Little Nas? Does he do something? Is he a singer or a
Little Nas,
gymnast?
I think was a probably too short to be a gymnast.
Does he own a coffee shop? What does he bring
No,
to
he
the
used to
table?
be
here?
I think it was a rapper sort person. You know, the 3 minutes of it was an internet like somebody wears
Like a chocolate rapper. Yeah, Kelly said rapper too.
That's terrible. That was a terrible pun. Take it back. Is that racist? I don't know.
Never.
Stop. Don't laugh at me.
Stop pounding away.
Little Nas is the rapper. Yeah.
Little Nas X.
Little Nas X. Apparently, he's made a few songs.
Oh, bless him. Good job. I mean,
not that he
if you
needs
made
our.
one, you may as well make a couple. You know,
not that he needs our approval or
No, he's fine. I'm sure people like with this, and they're going, "He wrote this amazing song," and, atting us somewhere, and I'll be like, "Sorry, not into rap."
Oh, we don't really know about things like Black American rap. We're too white for that.
I know about some things. I know about what's his name? Oh fuck! No, I've lost him. Donald from Community. This is America. Don't catch you slipping, no. Don't catch you.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, please don't at me for that. It's a song, and it's Childish Gambino. That's right.
I do know I do know what those words are.
Yeah, those are words, and mine just. No.
Who's this face?
This is Amanda Siegfried. You like her, do you?
I want to I'd unwrap that and have that for dessert. Thank you.
She's very sweet. She's very cute.
It looks
like
it looks like chocolate foil. You know, the foil on chocolates.
And it's very foil-like. See, I think that we should be the ones who are like sitting there on the professional.
We should do the voiceover on. Yeah, totally.
You're going, it looks like foil. You know what that makes me think? Like, I think I want a candy. Did you have any in your bag? Yes, I do, darling. Oh, right. Now,
could you pass me some canned herring? I'm in the mood for that and some toasts. I was going to say we should put in to do the Aussie voiceover of what is it? Eurofest, Eurovision.
We can just do it. No one can stop
Eurofest. What the hell did I just make up? Eurofest. It's where we critique all of the European women's cooking. Oh my god, we would be killed.
The first ad was.
We'd be unalive.
Oh, the first ad that just played was Chris Hemsworth Mad Max movie. I'm crying. Oh my god. No, she got Eurovision, but it's just snowballed, and now I'm in tears. Oh my gosh. Oh, mercy.
When I say Eurofest, I mean for the eyes and the ears, and I meant Eurovision. See where I was going with that? You know, it's a feast. It's a feast for the senses.
So we have here a gentleman with a very large flower on his chest. He does look very gallant.
Who is that?
Floral. His name is
Jonathan. Is that one of the Baldwin
Bailey.
brothers?
Is Jonathan Bailey. His name is not Baldwin. He is not bald. And the guy behind him has a straight jacket that has escaped him.
So the guy behind him is Houdini.
It's not. What?
Cat.exe is broken. Please restart. Cat.exe. I'll type in the command prompt and see if we can get it to work.
I don't think. I think it's just been that file has been broken for way too long. We just need to recode it, start from scratch, and just move on. But yeah, he's
So
beautiful. He's in like
2.0
those romance ones.
.dx is in development. Thank you for coming.
It has to be up to like cat fucking 450.0.
I don't know that we've actually developed cat fucking .or 50.0.exe. I thought we were still doing cat.exe.
Don't fucking no.
You're the one who said it.
I know,
I'm just clarifying.
Yeah, and I double down.
Can we go to the next? Can we go to the next sprightly dressed person, please?
It's a vacuum cleaner. The next person is Lana Del Rey. Lana Del Rey.
Oh, yeah, he's a vacuum cleaner.
Yep.
Lana Del Rey. Wow, that's a statement and a half. Definitely.
I mean,
I feel
the
like
dress by itself is absolutely fine. It's just like a. Yeah, exactly. That's kind of looks like that. Looks like she wants to be a tree.
Why isn't she at like? Why isn't she opening an exhibition?
She probably has somewhere like Frozen. A different name. Yeah, that's like Frozen. Yeah, exactly right.
Yeah. Okay, I got that reference.
Yeah, I'm glad.
I feel. I mean, come on, Madonna reference. I'm so there. I would so love to have her come and open an exhibition of work. So my work can pale in comparison. My work can pale in comparison to her costume, her dress.
She was quite lovely.
Oh, she's got great music.
I love. Yeah.
Yes, yummy. Absolutely.
Definitely.
The human, the earthling on her arm, or the earthling that she's with, is probably one of her producers or co-musician types.
It's very lovely as well, and I'm guessing holding her bag.
Oh, he's the bag holder. Lovely.
The bag holder.
You get a job doing that these days. I didn't realise that. I should get myself a bag holder job.
Well, they've got a little bit on the side of their jacket just to match what she's wearing, or to have a general same feeling. Yes, she's
his sequins don't scratch. She's very good. Very good.
Today is good. We're going good, Wolfie. How are you doing today? What's been happening? We're just talking about things and showing. We're trying to make a video now about why we should be the ones who are doing this live.
This is going to be
Universal
our
television.
Yeah, this is going to be our what is it? What do they call it? The videos. What is it when you submit them? The trial video things.
Yeah.
Audition reel. It's going to be our audition reel to do voiceover work.
Audition reel to do the voiceover work for this TV show. No, we'll be sitting there at our chairs and
going. Oh, don't you start with that?
Like a fucking chair. Looks like a tray. I love her. She looks like a tray. Audition tape.
Why did you become Fat Pizza?
Because I don't know. You started something.
I did not.
You did.
Did I just go and that was it? End of conversation.
No, I think you said something. You went, oh, well, who
is this?
His name is Bad Bunny. Would you like to start or shall I?
You can go. Tell me what they're called.
Name is Bad Bunny.
Bad Bunny.
Bad Bunny. Bad hippity hoppity.
Okay, well, I'm going to be Fast Wolf and take them off the screen because that is ridiculous.
Wow.
So is the hat made out of rabbits or what? Like I can just imagine. Oh, is he holding a rabbit?
No, he's holding like a tree, like a small plant, and he's just got a bit of material wrapped up that he grabbed out of his mum's closet.
Can I just say those pants would be perfect? Can I just say those pants would be perfect for days when you've got a heavy flow?
You can. I was going to say they'd be really good when they finish sewing it. Like this is just the under bit, and they just that's why it's got lines on it. It's just not quite.
They waxed the pattern together and said, "Here, wear this. Come back next week. We'll finish it then."
That's why he's got material on his head.
Finished.
That bit was meant to go on the.
You're not paying.
You're not paying.
We're not finished.
I'm not paying. It's not bad. No way. I was thinking of bad. Yeah, no, you're thinking of bad. But the BHS. Yeah, Bad Barbie or whatever her name is. The one who made herself famous on being on Dr. Phil. Catch me outside, how about that? Yeah. I know you could see her right then when I did that, couldn't you? Yeah, Bad Barbie, yeah. Yeah.
I saw her aura. I saw her aura overtake your presence on the screen.
I know. I'm just such a good actor. I'm an actor.
You channel these people's personas so convincingly. I don't know why we are just entry level vloggers at this point in our lives.
Level. I don't know either, especially with some of these actors and Bad Bunny not being able to finish.
Our thespian skills are without comparison.
Sorry, did you say thespian or
I said
was it an
the,
L instead?
the,
Oh,
both.
thespian.
But
She's
to
a
be
actor.
fair,
Actor.
our thespian skills are beyond comparison, and our lesbian skills are beyond comparison. Take either one or both. Thank you very
Whichever one
much.
suits your
Forthcoming.
particular request and purpose at the time. Yeah, for whatever you're coming for, we have what suits. Get it?
We cater to all tastes and ...
Yeah. Now we have Shakira.
Now, who's this?
Shakira,
Who's this? Oh, I was going to say, who's this demure flower?
She's just Shakira. Like, she's Shakira. She's.
You know, she married her like 6'7" bodybuilder.
6'7"
bodyguard. Yeah, he's like a giant. Legitimately, she fell in love with her bodyguard, and like they should make that into a movie. Yeah, I know, but it's not them. So no, she fell in love with her bodyguard, and she married. He's this giant of a man, and yeah.
This dude back here.
So when they stand together, she looks like he comes up to. She looks like.
Oh, she's only tiny.
It appears.
Like 4.
Yeah.
Like,
So
no,
she's like my height,
5'2". Oh, she's 5 foot something. Yeah, she's not 4 foot, but she's
my height.
She's a
5'2".
one.
Yeah. Same.
Look at this fellow here. This guy looks like he's like really pissed off that people are taking his photo. He's just like, what are you doing? Shakira's right there.
I didn't agree to this. No concession. No paparazzi. No paparazzi. Yeah. So she married her. Her husband is like this giant man, and he looks like Jack and the Beanstalk, and he looks like the Beanstalk, and she looks like Jack. Like that's how big they are. So actually, I have a joke. Quite possibly. Well, they're all the same height laying down.
Oh, they are.
I have a great joke for you. I made it up the other day because I'm hoping you'll appreciate this.
Okay.
What do you have what happens when you have a 6 foot, a 7 foot tall personality in a 5 foot tall person?
What?
Yeah. A lot of back pain and a compacted spine.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Isn't that terrible? It's true, but it's terrible.
Oh, I love it.
Where's my awesome?
It's so sad, but so true. That's just
Where's my awesome? Give me an awesome.
Oh, sorry. You want an awesome?
Yeah.
Awesome.
There you go. There's your awesome.
Thank you.
I hear a big cackling hello. I mean, the big laughter thing. What's this button do?
Shift to C major.
What?
C major.
Can you translate that?
It's C major. C major.
C major.
Shift to C major. Shift to C major. C major. That's what it says.
You know the woman who does the Siri voice?
Yeah.
Like the actual woman? Yeah. Somebody tried to scam her. A scammer called her. And so she put on her Siri voice.
That's the best.
And scammed them back.
Oh, so you should. That's hilarious.
She scammed them back. I saw it. It was the best.
Actually get
if you would like. Yeah, the clips are amazing. Yeah. She basically said, "Thank you for confirming your location." I can't do the voice, obviously, but it's thank you for confirming your location. The local authorities have been alerted and they're on their way to you. Beep 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 beep. That was the best. I was like, this woman, my icon, my hero. Thank you.
It sounds so cool. Yeah, you gotta.
Oh, she's the best. Yeah. And who is this? Oh wow, that dress is something else. Look at that. Goodness me, that looks like that Indian tattoo stuff. Hannah.
For the 2022 Met Gala, Emma Chamberlain is here in a beautiful henna outfit that was designed by somebody. And it was very, very good. It's all on her hands. She cannot eat her own food. I'm doing my reel, bitch. I'm doing the reel.
Don't you get real with me, bitch. I'll get real with you, and I'll reel you out and show you what.
She cannot use her hands. Someone will have to feed her and deal with her toilet business. Please welcome Emma Chamberlain.
What's the name of the wife in the Addams Family?
Morticia.
If Morticia had a pale, brown wearing a brown lace wearing sister or cousin, this would be her.
Where is like her underwear? Like under the black dress, she's wearing this. She does actually look like she could be an Adamses.
Yeah. I think she's like a distant cousin of the Adamses.
Mm.
She was I don't know. So, is there an Indian version of the Adams, the Patels?
That'll do. We made it up now. Now it's canon.
The Patelses.
Done. Print it.
The Patelses. Yeah. Yes. Okay.
Wow.
Shall we move on, please? That's terrible.
Hanani Taylor. Hanani Taylor is here
that would hurt.
in a dress of
that
some sort
kind
of
looks like
thing.
That kind of looks like those, female contraception devices. The little UDI thingies that they put in people's uteruses. Like I saw one of those recently, and that's what that makes me think of. Don't ask me why I saw one recently. It wasn't coming out of somebody. It was a sample shown to me by a doctor.
You were just there.
I was just ringing around and I happened to pull one out. No, that's not what happened.
Oh my God, mercy. I think he just lost you there. I got a noise and it just went crick. Are you still there?
I had to mute myself.
Oh right. Yeah, I think because otherwise it's a mermaid thing. Some sort of mermaid thing.
A jellyfish?
No, she's got like if you look at the bottom, that's mermaid taily. But then it's like she tried to be a mermaid, but then she did the top half too, so now she's just a fish. So I think she's just a fish. I think she's a fish.
I feel as though if an autumn leaf got married to a jellyfish, this is what the babies would look like.
I think it's just someone fucked the goldfish, so it's got the human's head. The rest of it's goldfishy. They've got hands.
Listen, this is getting very fishy. I think we should move on to the next. Oh! We do not condone bestiality.
We do not. Bestiality's great. Mate, bestiality's great. Equality.
Okay, I love her. Him?
Yeah.
Do something about that fringe, my friend. Like, how are you even, not tripping? Oh, she's classy. Bring that to me. Oh, my Lord. She's divine. Look at her.
Yeah, she looks like a goddess.
That ring is the perfect accent. Oh, my Lord.
It's beautiful.
And the hair.
She's got this teeny little necklace, this very, very thin gold
I can't see how.
Yeah,
so I'm assuming it's this incredibly petite little delicate thing.
Yeah, it's got this little teeny tiny gold circle with no gems or anything, but then it's just this very fine. It's beautiful. And she's got a little nose ring.
I bet you her eyeshadow matches that petite accent in the eyeshadow.
It looks like it does. Yeah, they both got that gold.
Oh.
And the highlighter on her chest, she's got that matches. It's all the same thing.
Oh, really? Oh, I can't see that on my screen.
Yeah.
I guess maybe is he the contrast? Are they the yin and yang representation of the fashion look for that year?
I don't know.
Yeah, it just doesn't look as great. There was real potential for these guys to be.
Maybe I've just black and white. Yeah, because if he'd done white in the same svelte, chilled, understated.
Oh my God!
Maybe
if they had done a complimentary high fashion. Yeah, a complimentary high fashion version, male, female, interchangeable, could be either or. What is it? Unisex.
Yeah, unisex.
Oh my God, they would be. People would not have stopped talking about them.
Yeah,
because he's got the look about him.
Well, they both got that.
Even if his hair was done the same way, and he had the makeup on and the ring and everything. Oh my Lord!
What do you mean hasn't clicked who that is yet?
No.
What do you mean? I've said who they are. I've told you who they were. I've told you who they are.
Rihanna?
No, I've told it's Jaden and Willow Smith. I said 3 times.
Oh, I didn't catch. I was obviously speaking over the top of you. I do apologise.
Yeah, no, I said that heaps of times. I'm like, what are you talking about? I've said it. I said the Smiths, and then I said Jaden and Willow, and
I didn't hear you because I was just so busy getting into how great she looks and just.
She does look gorgeous. That's just a black screen.
Okay. That's very classic. All black.
Gwendolyn
I love that.
Christie.
Oh, is she channeling the Witches movie with Bette Midler?
She could well be. She's 6 foot something, and.
Oh wow! Really?
Yeah. She's the one.
Oh my God! Sorry, I'm just. Yeah. She has got some amazing curves. Look at her.
She was in Game of Thrones.
Oh.
The one who was in love with Jaime Lannister. Yeah, so she's like 6 foot something.
Brianna
or other.
Tarth.
Yeah. She's
Yeah.
curvy.
She's in the Sandman as well. Have you seen her in that?
Yes.
Oh, see, they don't play on her curves in any of the shows that she's in.
No,
they
make
quite
her just
they
like
quite
very
minimize.
masculine.
Yeah, they just make her very, very sort of elongated, very tall. Yeah, they basically make it very masculine.
Yeah,
she is Lucifer in Sandman,
yes.
but it's disappointing. I mean, look at her. I mean,
Oh yeah,
I'd go exploring.
Yeah, oh, without question. Oh, she can be my daddy any day she wants.
Goodness
yeah,
me. I'd start from the toes and work my way up. It'd be quite an explorer. It'd require an expeditionary.
I would have liked the dress to be a little bit more
softer.
No. Show the. So for me, the
cleavage?
top kind of feels. Yeah, it feels a little bit like donk, and then just I've got curves, but I feel like it would have been just a touch sexier. That would have made a big difference to me.
Or perhaps she's sort of riding that.
Yeah.
Maybe she's riding the whole look. I've got curves, but I also don't need to be revealing in order to embrace her womanliness.
Kelly said we need a ladder.
No. I happily start from the floor. It's okay.
Exactly. And she'd lie down.
I've never seen her look like this. I am now a fan.
Yeah, she's fantastic.
Of her. Yep. Thank you. Thank you for bringing this to my attention.
2024 Met Gala. Made Nova. A massive fan of the Gwendolyn Christie. Now she wants to lick her toes.
Probably paid more attention to her ankles, but anyway, moving on.
Nova will lick Gwendolyn's ankles.
I didn't say I'd lick them. Just say pay attention to them.
For fuck's sake.
I give very good massages, by the way.
I'm sure you do.
For whose fuck's sake? Yours, mine, or Gwendolyn's?
And,
also, how great is that name? Gwendolyn. How great is that name? Right?
So good.
It's not around enough anymore.
Gwen.
Oh.
No. 191 meters.
1.91 meters. So 1 meter and 91 centimeters.
6 foot 4. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's a big one. And she's of appropriate.
She's of appreciable, like her stature can be very much appreciated for her height.
Yeah, exactly.
Like nothing is like there is. I don't know that you know what I meant. Appropriately proportioned. No, we're not those people.
No. That's not what I meant.
We're not those people.
No, and I would that's not at all what I meant. I meant she's perfectly proportioned for what she is. Not perfectly, but she is for who she is. She's perfect for exactly who she is. Same as everyone is perfect for exactly who they are.
I think the short version of that is she's yummy.
She's tasty. I'm sorry if I upset anybody's.
Yep.
This is Barry Cogan. Cohen?
Who is he when he's at home?
I feel like he's one of the Starks.
That is true.
Yeah, like I was getting home from work. I used to work in the city in Sydney, and they were having an open, like, what do they call it? A fucking, where the stars go up for movies. Yeah. And Robert Pattinson and all those other bitches were showing up for one of those sparkly Twilighty motherfuckers or some shit. And it was sparkly right near where I worked, because I worked right in the city. Yeah. And all of the streets were closed. You couldn't walk down them because there were security guards and they were stopping people from, getting near Sparkle Man and his twink. And I was just like, yeah, so I had to go shopping and go to a pub, and it was really terrible. Oh, I've got to be like, oh, where's my...
Do you think there was anything? Yeah, well, that's appropriate. Do you think there was anything to the relationship or apparent relationship between Kristen Stewart, sorry, and Robert Pattinson at the time?
What do you mean? What do you mean anything to do with
they were dating? Do you think there was anything to the rumors that they were in a relationship? Do you think they actually were dating at the time?
Yeah, it came out. It was everywhere that they were dating, and then she ended up cheating.
Yeah, but she's also
the director of something. Everyone just saw I was wearing pink tracksuit pants. The director was she? I think it was the director of one of the Twilight ones. She ended up cheating on him with a married director. Is that what you're talking about?
And she's now a full-blown thespian.
Yeah, well, she might still be bi, but just found the right women.
No, I'm pretty sure she swings
I mean, she swung one way at some point. I suppose that's not. I mean, that's not the way it works, obviously, and it depends on what she says. You know, if she says she's a full lesbian, then she's full lesbian.
They broke up after being photographed kissing Rupert Sanders, who worked on Snow White and the Huntsman.
That's the one. Yeah, because and then he went on and he said some really horrible stuff in the news about her.
So now she's engaged to a woman called Dylan Meyer.
Yes. Oh, she forgot her dress.
Sorry, what?
Yeah, she forgot her dress. She's just
wearing that's the mop lady we talked about earlier.
Yeah, her name's Twigs.
Twigs.
Twigs and her mop.
Robert Pattinson is now married to a woman called Sookie Waterhouse.
That is so close to Sookie Stackhouse.
I know, right?
And
I love it.
Bill and could you
the
imagine what
actors from that are actually married.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't know that. Like I looked at that dynamic and went, he's substantial. Well, okay, he was a good 15 years older than her, but then I sort of looked at the fact that she was already a grown woman. She wasn't like a young-ish.
Oh yeah, she was a grown woman. She was already not popular, but she was already successful in her own esteem. He was successful in like stage shows and stuff like that. They met. They got married.
He's actually been around forever.
Yeah, exactly. He's been bits and pieces.
Yep.
And yeah,
Anna
they're still
Parkin,
together
that's
today,
it.
and they do like apparently.
Oh yeah.
There was this big thing that she was doing her sex scenes with, 6 scenes with Eric, and he was directing those episodes.
Oh really?
Yeah, and like there's this conversation, and he's like, "Look, I knew she was, it was acting and everything like that." And she's like, "Yeah, no, I had to sit there and try to say, look, that's not the noises you make." He wanted to make it as realistic as possible, so he's sitting there coaching her, Anna Paquin, on that's not the noises you make during sex. You need to get more into it. Yeah, apparently there's a big thing, and they just thought it was, but they're both totally professional. And like she's directed some of the episodes where he was doing stuff and like a whole pile of stuff.
Amazing. Do you know what?
But now they have their own. They make stuff togetger. Like they have their own directing
production company.
Yeah. They do heaps of stuff. Like the most recent one that she did, which I fucking love.
I haven't seen
really gritty.
Any
it's
of
really gritty and beautiful. She plays a.
I love True Blood.
Yeah, True Blood. I love True Blood. True Blood is amazing. It's so good. She plays a. Oh my god.
I know.
Don't worry about if you haven't read the books, then go for gold. If you have, then just take into consideration that, of course, after the first season, it all changed anyway, because the person who was meant to die in the first season, sorry anyone, was Lafayette. Lafayette was meant to die at the end of the first book. And then they changed it to some rando. And then Lafayette was in it, and also Tara's basically not meant to be a main part. Eric is, obviously.
Okay, so essentially I could read the books and watch the show and get equal enjoyment from both because they bring different elements to each
They are
plot,
completely different. You have to just go, okay, so they're both, like, let's just say they're both in different dimensions, different realities, alternate realities.
Different universes.
They completely change, yeah. And, like, there are so many differences. And my problem was at the beginning is I started watching it, I'm like, oh, okay, I know what's happened because I've read all the books by then. I think a fair few other ones came out after. But I was like,
yeah.
And then it got to the end, I'm like, oh my god, no, I've fallen in love with Lafayette, I love him, oh my god. Oh. Well, shit. It's just changed it. I'm like, oh, okay. Twigs is also an actor. Okay. Sorry, and also a rapper. So yeah, so it was like blew my mind.
So these guys have a production company, and that you were talking about something that they made recently about how edgy and amazing it was. Do you remember what it's called?
I'll have to look into. I have to be careful because you guys can all see my shit. Chat only because I don't want to open
it. That's all right. We can look it after. We can look at it later. It's all right.
No, I just had to change it to the other screen. It's not a huge issue now.
Okay.
It's Anna Paquin.
Oh, there you are.
Yeah. No, I had
Anna
to
Paquin.
Anna Paquin.
Paquin. I saw her husband. So I saw her. The Sookie man. I saw him in a in a B grade, like
Sookie.
Oh my god, I love the grandmother. The grandmother is the best. She's one of my favorite actresses. I just adore her.
How far are you through the episodes?
Season 1 or 2. I know she dies. That always upsets me.
Yeah, that happens in both the
But I saw,
books and the TV show.
Yeah. So I saw Stephen Moyer in like one of his earlier films. What is it? Moyer?
I was just saying shit.
Okay. I saw him in one of the earlier films where it's a B grade like knights in shining armor sort of situation. Like when he's obviously doing it because he needs to get a start. And it was on Amazon Prime. Yeah, and I was like, I'm pretty sure this is not in his bio.
He does it like some of the stuff
so
you
bad.
Yeah, when you go back and go, okay, I want to watch everything from this actor, and you find they're like real bottom shelf.
They needed to pay the rent that month.
The TV show is called Flack, and it's
Flack. Okay.
So an American publicist working at a cutthroat London PR company that represents troubled celebrities is adept at keeping her clients' lives appearing in perfect order while her own falls apart. She, I think in her first episode, she finds a basketball star, I think it is, in a hotel room with an underage prostitute male, and they were all on drugs, and she's done this, and she ended up, like, it's gritty, it's beautiful, it's really, really well done. I really enjoy it. I haven't watched all of it. They've actually won. They've won one award, and they got 2 nominations that they didn't win. But it's very good.
Which award rounds, do you know? Was it Academy, Golden Globe, British?
I will tell you after this song.
What's the song we're singing?
The song.
Play something on your sound machine. That's not a song.
Septimus. He won Septimus Award for Best Actor. Or Best Series, sorry. What? It says one win and 2 nominations, and then I clicked on it. It said awards, 2022 winner of the Septimus Awards for Best Series, and then it says Oliver Lansley. Who is this Oliver, and why is he coming up on my thing?
Was he the actor that won the award for the series, maybe?
But if it's for Best Series... If it's a best series, it shouldn't be a
best actor of series, like best series male actor or male lead, whatever, actor lead, that sort of thing.
And he's in some things. He's in some things, but he's relatively new. Like he was a comedian apparently. Oh no, he's a writer. He's one of the writers. Yeah, he's one of the writers. There you go. That makes sense.
Jack of all trades. We like them.
Yeah. Jacks. Play me a song, you're the streamer woman. Play me a song, you're the streamer woman. Play me a song tonight.
Oh, you're playing me a song. Yes. I was singing along to Tracy Chapman's Give Me One Reason earlier.
You were.
I didn't realise that Kat could still hear me. Kenzi could still hear me when I was singing. And so I was sort of like, getting half the lyrics right. So where I was confident the lyrics were right, my voice was increased, and where I wasn't confident, it was
sitting on the toilet.
So I was like, yeah. You're sitting on the privy.
I was sitting on the toilet.
King's
I
business.
was in the bathroom. I was prioritising
we were saying in
my
Macedonian,
personal
actually.
needs. Yeah.
We were saying in Macedonian that I'm going to where even the king has to walk by foot.
Oh, I like it.
Right? Yeah. So Taro oi peshki. Basically, even be you a lowly beggar or as high as the king, everybody walks to the loo.
I don't know. I reckon the king can get carried if he really wanted. Also reckon like Beyonce probably could.
That's getting a bit carried away. Oh, she's got a new song with Miley Cyrus. Have you heard it? It's very country. I love it.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah. What is it called? It is called, I listened to it today, Most Wanted, I think it's called. Okay. 2 Most Wanted, I Most Wanted. It's got 2 eyes in the front. 2 Most Wanted, perhaps.
Let's go Most Wanted.
Beyonce, Miley Cyrus. If I play it, will you hear it on your side? Probably not.
No, I don't think.
Hang on. Let me try. Let me see.
On mine. The
Can you hear
it?
That
comes to mind is Wipers.
Nope. Never mind.
Most wanted, the most wanted. I've got a butt on my.
Oh, and I also found a song last night called "F Around and Find Out."
Oh.
which apparently is the anthem for the Gen Xers, which I am a proud member of. I don't have a card because they don't issue cards because we don't really like clubs.
No.
Fuck your membership.
Fuck
Is
your
that
membership, Red.
Joanna Lumley?
No, that's Pamela
No, it's
Anderson.
Wow! Her boobs have not aged.
Why would they?
I
They're
think that's the point.
yeah. They've probably been
Yeah. So
redone that
just
many
thinking about the environmental impact of breast enhancements of the plastic nature, once
Lots
her
of them
body's
now-
long dead. Yeah.
Nowadays they're making ones that are biodegradable, and often
I was just gonna
they
say, the
actually
people-
take them out when you're being buried anyway.
because they have to bury you with a bra otherwise.
There's
Wow.
just things that there's just things that they take them out
Oh.
when they're getting rid
What?
when they're doing the body stuff.
By the
And,
by,
yeah.
by the by, your family gets a final say if you're being buried, whether or not you get to wear a bra or not. So perhaps put that in your will, whether or not you want to be buried braless or with bra, with brassiere,
You're wearing the
without,
most beautiful lingerie ever. So then if that
Ah! Into
But if
eternity. I
can
love
find
that's a great idea. Let's do that. No, I want diamond encrusted lingerie. I want to be I want to
amazing.
go. Oh yeah, I'm going to be the most classiest, sexiest skeleton in the graveyard ever.
Oh yeah. Well, think about
And
it.
then
If
when
you
I'm
come back to the
revived,
zombie, or if like
I'll be
you know,
hot.
yeah,
For the
and
first
Neil
time
Gaiman
ever,
or Terry,
only in my
like
life.
Tim Burton get involved, and like all these dead people come to life, you'll be like, everyone will be like slowly clambering because they're
Watch
dead,
me
so
shimmer.
they can't run.
Watch me
So
shake
this is-
it. Watch me shimmer.
Don't shake it too much because the bones will break, darling. But you don't want them to detach again, so just shimmer it.
I'm
shimmer it
European.
slowly
I've got extra curves even when I shouldn't have them.
in your bones.
Dude, have you seen how wide my hips are for a small person?
Mm-hmm.
No, not recently.
I saw it not that long ago. Wasn't that long ago? Saw you in person.
No, that's true. That's true. That's true.
I
have the tiniest
do not have
waist.
hips.
You do. You do.
Yeah, I do.
Anyway, so Pamela Anderson's obviously, I don't know, her hairstylist was having a day. Are they, do they, yeah, I was like, do they have a thing for birds?
I think, look, that's, yeah. That's all I've got is that she was a peacock. It's something to do with, like, are they doing birds? Is that like the theme of this gala? Because there seem to be like birds and...
Do they have themes to the galas? Says me, who's got zero comprehension of what these things are actually for or about.
I would imagine there'd be some sort of underlying, like, you're invited and
do you think the fashion designers get together and go, who do we want to fuck up this year?
Probably. Not surprise me. Who really annoys you?
Who fucked up and now they're going to find out this year? Who fucked around is going to find out this year?
Yeah, he's fucked around is going to find out. Here are Mr.
Oh,
and Mrs.
is that one of the... Is that one of the Doctor Who's? No. He's one of the. He's in the Fantastic Beasts.
Yeah.
He's a really awkward dude. I love him.
Yeah, he plays oh god, I can't think of his name right now, but
I love his hair.
He's so good at the part.
Isn't he? God, I wish they'd keep making more of those films just because I want to keep watching them.
I love them so much. But yeah, there's so many. I have so many different feelings about it.
I know. To be fair, I want to see the story put to screen, but I also have conflicting emotions.
We can somehow get all the money to go towards, trans rights or some shit, but...
Oh, yeah, all profits go back into kids' literacy.
Yeah, like there's
right?
so many...
That is the full circle. That a movie based on a kid's book or a pre-teens book, any profits that go from that into making a movie then go back into funding literacy to encourage children to keep reading. Yeah. That would be full circle. I think that would be justice. By the way, J.K. Rowling may not be one of our favourite people, but she's the first billionaire to have lost most of her fortune and come down from the billionaire bracket to the millionaire bracket through donating her money.
Yeah.
So...
I want to be careful what I say here, so I'm not going to say anything at all. I'm just gonna do this.
Okay. I was just gonna say, so she may have some opinions that we find distasteful.
Distasteful. Ooh, okay.
Distasteful. And I'm being polite.
I know, and I'm just keeping my face.
Yeah.
My
So-
face isn't quiet, but my voice is.
The short answer is nobody's perfect.
New York Metropolitan Costume Institute. Met Gala is run by, apparently. I don't know if that's true or a joke.
Oh, that it makes sense then. Met, M-E-T. Why is it the Met though? What? Who met who?
Well, this chick didn't meet. She is,
M-E-T.
apparently.
Met
No, it's true.
Gala.
Okay, cool. Yeah, no, something to do with
M-E-T.
M-E-T. It's simple as 1, 2, 3. It's something. This is Jessica. That for a T. 1, 2, 3, baby, you and me both. Metropolitan, apparently.
Metropolitan. Okay.
Metropolitan.
So it's so Met is short for Metropolitan. So it's previously called the Costume Institute Benefit. CIB. Annual
That's a thing for them,
fundraising.
and then they
Oh,
Fundraising.
it's a fundraising event. That makes so much more sense now.
It's all focused on plants outdoors. Like, that's why they're like flowers and plants and one of the tree lady, stuff like that. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, I'm into it.
Oh, it was also named, before it was named, the Metropolitan Museum of Art's Costume Institute, formerly named the Anna Wintour Costume Center, in homage to America's Vogue editor-in-chief, who'd been chair member of the museum's gala since 1995. There you go. Okay, so it's actually a fundraiser.
Tickets
So
are
to get
$300,000 plus, but all the money goes to the institute.
oh,
It all goes to the institute. It doesn't go to.
Fuck.
It's
yeah,
a
but do
fundraiser
people have to
for
still
the
pay to
institute.
go there, or
Yeah.
do like
Yeah.
how do you qualify to learn there? Be a student.
You'd
Oh, okay.
be
Right. Okay.
ridiculous. Like, yeah, but so the fundraiser gala for a company that's ridiculously famous. It's like Elon Musk making a fundraiser every year, and tickets are $1 billion each. Anyway, I'm sure there's a point. I'm sure they give lots of their money away and shit like that. I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure there's something. But anyway, she's wearing a plant, and that's a garden tidy. This is Sabrina Carpenter in her beautiful blue cloud.
I think
legs.
there's also a museum attached to it, which is why the fundraiser is so
Yeah, there's definitely a museum.
Metropolitan Museum of Art. That's why the tickets are so obscene.
Yeah. Kelly
So
says
we could actually visit the Met, just not on Gala Day.
Yeah. I don't know where all
So
this money
10
goes.
ways to get invited to the Met Gala in 2024. Donate a
Okay.
ton of money. Be an it celebrity. Date someone super famous. Become a TikTok star. Boo. Work at Vogue. Perform at the gala. Sponsor the gala. Beg Anna Wintour to let you buy a ticket. And the last item was, hang on, I've got to scroll through all the pictures now. Perform, sponsor, beg, be a celebrity
steal.
publicist. There you go. Or be the child of Anna Wintour. So
that's beautiful.
nepotism is reason number 10. Gotcha.
Yeah, it's reason number like 3, 2. You know what I mean? It's
Number
is so
1.
many of them. Exactly.
Nepotism is, yes. But,
We've got Michelle Williams
actually,
here in her little teeny tiny wedding dress cloud. She's very small napkin with buttons.
she looks like something I dust things with.
She
This is terrible.
looks
she
like she's
we are
wearing someone's
critiquing-
shirt, like a king's shirt.
No, it's the shirt of shame from the morning after, but she hasn't left the house yet and she doesn't want to. It's because she wants to prolong the evening.
Oh, she's like, oh my god, I'm late. Quickly.
Oh, I'm wearing my Shags shirt, but I can't be bothered to find my clothes, so I'm going to run out of the house.
Yeah.
Run out of their place.
Just grab
looking
the
like
curtain
this.
on the way and just chuck it
Yeah,
around you.
yeah. No shower curtain. So it's like you've got his t-shirt, which is too big for you, so it's hanging over your shoulders because he's a giant, or they are a giant. And you grab the shower curtain just to make it like you're, the morning after crusader.
I like her hair. Her hair's a lovely colour.
After all that, the only redeeming comment you've got from what I said is, I like her hair.
I'm trying. No, she's beautiful.
I
And
thought we were
wonderful
doing this for ourselves tonight. I mean, we are terrible. We are terribly terrible.
completely us.
As Jack Black says, as Kung Fu Panda, I'm not afraid to use the word bodacious after the word has lost its appeal, and then use the word, terribly bad in alliterations. Being bodaciously bodacious. and
Delicious,
having to
but
deal with
delicious.
like, yeah, it just, you know, and I'm just like, that's bad alliteration, that's terrible writing, and
Hey.
they didn't admit it at the end of it. Like, that's what we
They
just did.
love it. Yeah. This is Kerry Washington.
I feel like I should know the name.
Yeah, she's
But
from
also I feel
How
like I
to
should-
Get Away with Murder.
She's
TV
not
show?
the main. No, yeah. So she's one of the younger actresses.
Ooh,
Actors,
I
thespians?
might be being totally horrible there and just getting it wrong.
Because Viola is
No, she's
the
not from that.
older.
Oh fuck, she's from something. I know
Because
she's from
Viola
something.
is more to explore editorial list.
Scandal.
The preview
Scandal.
of
She's from Scandal.
Scandal. Okay, I was
Oh,
gonna
I
say
knew it was one of them.
because
Yeah, no, in my head it was her, and then it just went. That chick. I'm like, oh wait, no, it's not her. It's from one of them. But I watched them both at the same time. Olivia
by the
Pope.
way, right.
Oh,
By the way, the main actor Viola Davis recently has just done a movie called The Woman King.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. It is phenomenal. It is The Woman King. Highly recommended. I watched it. It's set in the 1820s.
Mm-hmm.
Female general who trains female warriors exclusively.
Oh yeah.
Saves. It talks about how it saves the African nation, and you know, it's just watch it.
Oh, I think
watch it.
I've heard of it. I haven't watched it yet.
Viola Davis, essentially, like people have compared her to Meryl Streep, and she goes, obviously I'm the black Meryl Streep because I don't get paid anywhere near as much.
Ooh.
And I'm like, that kills me.
I love it.
That she's this phenomenal. I saw her in a film with he's called Fences with what's his name? Everybody knows him, everybody loves him of sorts. Denzel Washington.
Oh yeah, okay.
And he does this. There's a snippet that they use to promote the film, and it's about him talking about how he wants. Oh, there you go.
That's the TV show I was thinking of, Scandal.
Oh, there you go. So they're both in it. Hence, no confusion, just further enlightenment. I love it.
Different name. Yeah, Viola Davis is an icon, but yeah.
Oh, I would meet her, and I would just be like, take my money. You deserve more than what the world has given you, please. She is a phenomenal talent, and is grossly underrated, unfortunately, because of the inherent racism that exists in Western film culture.
Just culture in general, let's be honest.
The snippet, yeah, true. The snippet in Fences is where Denzel Washington's character talks about wanting to step out on his wife, and how you know he feels as though he should be entitled to do that because he wanted more from his life, and she steps up and goes, "And what the fuck did you think I wanted?" Yeah. And oh my god, the way she delivers it is just, she is unblinking, heartbreakingly so authentic.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
I just, yeah. And the more I see her in films and things, the more I want to see her in films.
Yeah,
and the more bigger fan that I am
of her. 100%.
Oh,
I'm looking at Fences right now on my screen. Working class African American father tries to raise his family in the 1950s while coming to terms with the events of his life.
So the narrative is quite male focused, but Denzel Washington is a good actor.
Yeah,
Denzel Washington is a good actor.
Yeah.
Viola Davis is a phenomenal actor.
She has to they still have to be
skill.
Women still have to be ridiculously.
The stronger, the better.
Yeah, just to be able to get anywhere near the same visuals, it's the same idea, the same praise, the same anything. It's, you know what I mean.
Do you know what we need to do?
It's still.
I just realised what we need to do. We need to start an awards program that recognises. Yeah, that's it. That's not going to happen. we need to initiate a movement in recognition. Maybe there might be something already out there, but recognition of women's contribution to arts, culture, film, movies.
Oh yeah, definitely. Without question.
Only women, and women who vote get 2 points. Males who vote get 1 point towards the votes, because we want to tip the scales to say because women make up like about 2/3 of the population of the world, the globe, like a global population, but yet on average we earn at best 60% of our male counterparts' earnings. We are behind in superannuation. We are behind in education. There is so much inequity just between the genders, and then add to that the layer of indigenous or
It's just
non-Western culture. Add to that language, all of these different layers that just, as you break it down further, and then add sexuality to that, and the marginalization within the LGBTIQ community of people who are of color versus not. That it just compounds.
It does.
So I think we should basically spearhead a movement that says, women, damn yeah, let's fucking do it. And just basically just acknowledge women's accomplishments, and and just start championing that. Like that should be our even if it's just you and I. Just you and I.
I was say, like, you can't start a movement with no one. Let's just
no.
We can we can't make anyone else do it.
No, but hopefully we can get people to come along for the ride. So the people who and also oh god,
we'll get hate.
I do apologize, but I'm not. So people, I find it grossly offensive that young women think feminism is that they want to boycott or work against the progress of feminism over the last 250, 300 years.
Explain.
There are young women who are growing up in contemporary culture who think that feminism is irrelevant.
Because they don't understand what has been fought for, like what happened before the movement.
I think it's a lack of education.
They don't understand that not that long ago, in our lifetime,
they were property.
They weren't allowed to have credit cards. They weren't allowed to leave their husbands. They weren't allowed to own anything. They weren't. You've only been able to have a credit card.
You could be sold as livestock.
What?
30 and in some parts of the world, it's still correct.
It's still happening.
Yeah. So there are these young women in contemporary Western culture who think, I just want to be a stay-at-home wife. I don't need these things. So why do I need
You
feminism?
can be that.
Let's just
get
rid of all of
that. It's your choice.
Yeah. So you can.
It's having the choice.
Correct. Yes, but they don't understand that without feminism, they didn't have the choice.
No, you would have been married at some young age by
12.
Whoever the hell wanted.
As soon as you got your period, basically.
Yeah, we didn't really
and
do
if
that
you
much
hadn't
so
had
much
your period,
here,
even earlier.
Even my grandparents, they weren't like, that wasn't so much Western thing. 12, that was a bit further back. My grandparents,
Depends
my
on whether or
got
not
married at 16, I think, 16 or 17 or 18. She got married. That was my great-grandmother. My grandmother got married at 18 or 19. Luckily for my great-great-grandmother, my great-grandmother, her husband was lovely. Like, he was really nice, but lots of husbands weren't. Lots of people, because they did think that you were the property, and he was in the army and like that kind of thing. He was, Secret Service and shit. But so she was lucky. She lucked out that she loved him, and she still loved him. But that was the days where you sit there and you didn't have a choice whether you stay with them, which is what some people are sitting there going, "Oh, I miss the days where you get married and women would stay with you no matter what." It's because they didn't have a choice. You beat them. They didn't have a choice. There was the thing of going, what happens at home stays
They
at
beat their wives. They beat their wives.
They
And the
cheated
police
on
will say,
them,
"Oh, it's a
did whatever they
domestic dispute. It's got nothing to do with us."
That's a
They
family
kill their
problem.
wives.
That's a
It's
family
a domestic.
problem.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
Yeah, and that was
So
still like a thing not that long ago. You know what I mean? Like,
the thing is, though, is feminism has made some ground, but when you look at the portrayal of women, when women are murdered, the commonplace wording around it's victim blaming. I'm just gonna go straight for it. Going for the jugular. When a woman is murdered, she's always murdered by her husband, by a sports person, it's never a man did this to a loving mother of 3 children. It's always the father of killed his wife.
Hang on, we lost you there. We lost you there a bit. It all went a bit.
Oh, sorry.
Say it again.
Sorry.
What you just said then.
So whenever the media, especially in Western culture, reports or it represents these sorts of events between a biological male and a biological female, the male retains his identifying features and descriptors, while the
Very
woman
true.
ends up being de-identified. She's just a mother. She's she wasn't anybody that did well. He was a like a rape, for example, a rapist. Oh, he's a
sports
great
star.
athlete. He's a good mate. He's a sports star, and she was just in the wrong place at the wrong time. No, he did the wrong thing. Yeah.
Exactly. A criminal
And-
hurt a
yeah.
person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the victim
that reminds
becomes.
me. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
It reminds me of what Stephen King said. So there was an article that said Stephen King's wife did this, and he came back and went, no, whatever her name's, I don't know.
No,
her
you
name,
you
blah, blah, blah,
pointed this
King.
out actually.
Yeah, blah blah King, writer, this, all this shit in her own right. She's not just my wife. Yes, she's my wife, but that's not her accomplishment. Like, that's my accomplishment for getting this amazing woman to marry me. Do not say the Stephen King's wife.
Tabitha.
Yeah,
She.
Exactly.
I recall that you shared this with us on a group,
It's a massive thing, and he was like, no, he was ropeable.
The reason I think the first manuscript he got published was one he threw in the bin. She pulled it out, read it, and said to him, "Pursue this.
Yeah, 100%.
Pursue this manuscript."
That was Carrie.
And so Tabitha was the reason why that ended up getting put into publication, circulation, and then ultimately made into a movie because of her input and influence over her husband, because they were equals in that relationship. They valued the input from each other. But as you said,
she's amazing in her own right. She does she's a writer in her own right. She does all this stuff in her own right. I think she's a philanthropist. I can't say the word. Philanthropist. She does all this kind of stuff.
Oh, now you're saying it wrong. I'm saying it wrong. Philanthropist. That's it. There we go.
You know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
She's in her own right.
So I wonder what her maiden name was, actually. So Stephen King's wife is Tabitha King. They've been married since 1971.
Yeah, forever.
Tabitha Jane
she almost
King
divorced him a couple
Spruce.
of times, though.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah, somebody like that. Spielberg. His wife did almost the same thing too.
Yeah.
They basically said, "You got to stop fucking working, or I'm leaving you." And his kids said the same thing.
He was a cocaine addict and an alcoholic.
Oh.
And she was like,
substance abuse.
100%. Most of the things he's like, I don't remember writing any of these because I was that out of my head. And she basically said, if you do not clean up your act, I'm taking the children and I'm going. And he went, okay. Yeah, some of his most famous books he does not remember writing. But he did. He cleaned up his act, and he said, he equates her to saving his life, and that she's. I have one Stephen King book. Which one?
His advice on how to write.
Oh, I love that book. It's really amazing. I borrowed that from.
It's the only book I own.
You and I knew mutually. I owned a lot of them. I borrowed that from somebody who you and I knew mutually. I don't know if we still do or back in the day. And it was just mind blowing. I did give it back. But yeah, he's amazing. I own a fair few. I had Pet Cemetery, which I read to death, as in it would not actually, it was falling apart by the time I finished it.
Do you still have it? I'll rebind it for you.
Look, somewhere maybe. I'll have to have a look in the shed. If I still have them, I will, because
I will do a special fabric binding for you that will keep it together for the next 100 years.
Yeah, well, my grandmother owns all of them. I don't think she has the new
one. Wow.
But that's how I got into it, because I didn't know how to make my family. I had no idea where I fit in my family or how to make anyone want to actually talk to me.
Also, the book
I was into horror and stuff.
So Stephen King's book about writing is called On Writing.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
I know. It's the only book I remember reading it going, you need to dedicate no less than 1 hour a day to writing. It has to become second nature to you, just like breathing and eating and sleeping and caring for yourself. You want to be a writer, you need to dedicate time. It is an immovable commitment. And he said also in that book that every time he got a rejection letter, he pinned it to the wall and kept going.
Yep.
As a reason
beautiful thing as well is
to progress.
If you're a writer, if you write.
True.
Doesn't matter if you're published. Doesn't matter if you're on the top 10 or top 100, whatever. If you write, and it's in your blood, then you're a writer. I think
I
that's
think
so
you'll
true.
find that with the traditional publishing industry,
Mm.
the internet and the opportunities to write blogs and self-publish um, has really shifted people's perception of what it means to be a writer. So everyone can call themselves a writer, but whether or not you're a good writer, or
But
it
also
definitely
that
has changed the landscape of publishing and what it is to be a writer.
Oh,
Sorry,
yeah.
what did you say?
That's also perception. Like, someone who's a good writer could be a good writer because they are good with their prose, because they have the skills, because they have the knowledge of how, things should be linked up, and the way that the beauty of words and things like that. Some of them might be, a good writer because of that. Some could be because they're, ridiculously can find words when they're looking for them.
You have
which is not me.
you have people.
Some of
No,
them
you
because
have
they're
people
gritty,
who are really
but,
good.
some that are good on paper.
So you got people.
Some that are
Yeah,
good on
so
paper.
you got people who are good, amazing technical writers,
Exactly.
right? And then you got people who are subject matter experts, right?
Yeah.
Then you got people who are
depends who's the reader.
amazing at prose and poetry and things like that.
Mm.
Then you got fantasy and people who are great at developing ideas.
Exactly.
So just because you don't have 6 or 7 books published as a series like Lord of the Rings, or because so I'm going to use a genre that I quite like. So The Witcher, Harry Potter series.
Oh, do you have those books, by the way? Sorry.
Sarah Maas, all those things. The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, the Narnia series. These are all things that I'm familiar with. But I also read things like art history.
Yes.
Right? So you've got technical writers, you've got subject matter experts, poetry, fantasy, fiction, non-fiction, biography, autobiography. These are all genres where you can learn how to be a stronger writer or a better writer, or all the rest of it. But also, I saw a YouTube clip that talked about. I'm not sure if I didn't share this with you. So there's a thing that sort of come out recently called Book Talk.
Yes, you did tell me about that.
And I did. Okay, there you go. So Book Talk is basically where TikTokers go and review books, and they make recommendations based on genre, writing quality, accessibility. Yeah, exactly. And so there was this one particular person that sort of went, why do I buy books that I'll never read, but I love having them? And then why are there books that I will read till they're exhausted? Like I will exhaust the actual book itself.
Yeah.
And so this person investigated the pros and cons and all the rest of it, and then found that there is a psychology to it. There is a psychology to going into a bookshop. There is, because it's the physical, it's the visceral nature of having a book in your hand. It's the visceral nature of going on the adventure and finding a story that you think is going to entice you, whether it be tomorrow or in 10 years' time. But then what happens is, so publishers, the way that the publishing industry works, it works on the balance of probability. They look at themes, they look at publishing, they look at book buyers' trends currently. So, for example, Harry Potter series, how many years has it been out? 20 years, 25 years?
Yeah. And I'm sorry, it's very poorly written.
Oh, yeah. So, teen fantasy, teen magical fantasy, let's call it that.
Yeah.
Hunger Games.
The Hunger Games, all that sort of stuff.
So Hunger Games is not Harry Potter, but it's definitely in there. So 30 years. So Harry Potter series has been out for 30 years now. So you've got teen magical fantasy. You've got survivalist. What is it called? Not apocalyptic. Dystopian survival. So that's Hunger Games.
Teen dystopian. Yeah.
So teen dystopia.
Yeah. 1984 or anything like that. I'm not talking about classics.
And then you've got fantasy teen romance, which is Twilight, right? So the publishers will look at the success of each of those, and then what they will do is pick manuscripts that fit within those genres to publish in bulk.
Well, and they also choose what they choose is they choose what the general public will enjoy. So the base, and if you think about the educational and the reading
non-fiction,
the reading level of people, of the general populace, not looking at people who go to university, not looking at people that just don't read at all. Well, actually, no, doing exactly that, and then finding a middle ground. It is the teen. That teen area is where most people where the average sits. That is the average.
So the average
People
reading
that want
age
something
of an
easy,
Australian.
something that they don't have to think about it. Something the average reading average of Australian is higher than other countries, but
It is, but it's still not great. It's like a
still not
14.
great.
It's 14.
Nowhere's
Yeah.
great. Like, not even bloody Rome. Do you know what I mean? Like, it wasn't.
Oh, I'm pretty sure. I think if we look at like Denmark and places like that where they've got those
places in Europe
Yeah.
would be higher. I don't know for a fact, but I would say quite easily because, you know, people go to study easily. It's free or cheaper to study. Most places it's free. People are expected to read, like they do all of this sort of stuff that, you know, but the general gist is easy to read. The ideas are right there in front of your face. Nothing too convoluted. Like True Blood is a YA. All of these ones are on YAs.
Also, you know, the thing that did the rounds that everybody was obsessed with, 50 Shades of Grey. Fucking horrible.
Terribly written.
I read them.
I'm not even going into the whole fact that the entire idea of what they're talking about is incorrect. I could write essays. People have written essays on it. I could rant about that for ages.
Totally
but just
debased.
looking at just the literature and the way it's written, it is, you know, my kid could do so much better. Then again, she shouldn't know anything about S&M, but
true.
but
also, to be fair, what was portrayed in that was
she didn't know anything about it anyway. No, she didn't know anything about it anyway.
To be fair, what was described in that is not actually S&M in its true form.
Or anything. It's nothing.
No,
it is
it's
an
kind of
abusive relationship. That's all it is.
Yeah, it's totally absolutely.
From either side, it's a toxic abusive relationship from either side.
Yeah.
Because when she starts going, I want to change it, like either side, the whole thing's fucked. The whole thing is fucked.
So the point I was getting at about being a published author was that traditional publishing houses will use the balance of probability with regards to the public's appetite, what's selling, so what's proven to be sold, what's continued to sell, and what is cheapest to produce.
Oh yeah.
So essentially, if you've got somebody who's written 12 manuscripts about Harry Potter style or Hunger Games style books that fit into that reading age of 9 to 14, they will mass produce that. Yeah, so they will mass produce that because it's cheaper to do a print of 2 million books than it is to do a print of 10,000.
Yeah.
And then they will hope to hell that it will sell.
Yep.
So being self-published, I think.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, totally. So being self-published in some ways is actually a greater accomplishment. If you have reasonable sales as a self-published author,
then you're fucking
I would say that you actually are in better stead and better company than some of these mass-produced authors. To be fair, if I got a book mass-produced and it showed promise and it showed a loyal readership, I would be over the moon. I would literally jump over the moon myself and find a way with rocket boots and find a way to come back.
Yeah, 100%.
But that is not how the publishing industry.
Yeah, and my books would never be mass-produced. They could never be.
Maybe not in our lifetimes, but you never know.
Yeah, well, I mean, that could turn into a really good. Yeah, true.
Lovecraft is H.P. Lovecraft, total cult author.
Look at some of the very gritty thriller movies, things like that, but most of them could never be actually published. I guess some of the short story horror stuff that could be. Yeah, then that one book might be, or maybe the fantasy one. The fantasy one could be.
But you also have to appreciate that the evolution of literature and people's accessibility to content has drastically evolved over the last, let's call it 30 to 40 years.
Exactly.
People are not reliant on print only.
No, it's so true. Like we were talking about.
I do love myself a great book.
Oh yeah, I've still got bookshelves and bookshelves of books, but
same here.
You know, you don't have the time nowadays to sit there and read. Like you've got everything. Life is so fast.
I make the time.
I still have my books and I still read as much as I can, but but also so my mum had a big pile of books. One group of them was the Witches series, right? So she doesn't want to just give them away. She doesn't want to just give them to the Salvation Army. She wants someone who's going to love them, so she's looking at selling them or whatever. But my sister-in-law was talking about that she was interested in these books, and Mum was really keen. And then when she came over, she went, "Oh no, I really don't have time for that. I just do Audible." I'm like, "Oh yeah, cool. I love Audible. It's nice and easy when you're driving, stuff like that." And Mum's like, "Oh, but that, then these books are
Do you know,
going to go to waste." I'm like, "But
one
they
of my
won't though, because there are people out there that still want them, and
yeah,
just because they are sitting on the shelf does not mean the content and the content is being wasted. Like, it's not as if you
mm,
buy a book and then you listen to the Audible. It's not as if you're wasting the story, because the story's still there. You're still
mhm,
getting it. It's just you're not,
mm,
you know, there are so many different ways to absorb information nowadays, where it used to be
yeah.
just, the written word, but, obviously the written word and stuff like that. But now you can listen to it, you can read it, you can get it, you know, that's
One
about
of my
it.
one of my favorite things to do.
Mm.
This is going to sound very, very lame, but I don't care. One of my
Spark a
favorite things
cigarette,
to
just in
do
case anyone new
when
is
I
watching.
was in a relationship was to have some music playing and then have either of us sitting at the opposite end of the sofa reading
Oh
our
yes.
respected topics of interest. Now,
Yeah.
I at that point in time, I was reading an autobiography called by the woman who calls herself the Bloggess.
Yes.
I'll actually check it now. But there are times where I've read that book and I remember how hard I laughed at the fact that she got followed to school by turkeys.
Yeah.
And her father was a taxidermist,
Mm.
and and just what was it called? Let's pretend. I think it is a mostly true memoir. Let's pretend this never happened. Mostly true. I think it's called that.
Mm.
Yeah, and you can't make this shit up. She's like this neurotic, anorexic,
Well, you can make it up.
American. Well, you could, but I'd be hard pressed.
Yeah.
Because it was just told with such candor, and it's one of my favorite books. And
Mm.
I remember reading it and sort of telling my partner at the time about these stories, and a mostly true memoir. And I thought, I don't think that I would actually have as much joy. I mean, I've read that book 2 or 3 times now. I don't know that I would have enjoyed it as much had it been through Audible, because
Yeah. Look,
me reading through it and discovering the story at my own pace was just
Mm.
as important to my relationship with the content.
Look,
So
I
just
do
because
see
your
that.
mum, yeah,
No, I like, and I was like, I appreciate books. We've got so many books in the house, and
mm,
my kid still reads physical books.
mm,
She loves physical books, and that's the next generation. But I was just trying to say to her, just because one is not less than the other, both have
no,
space. There is so much space
yes,
for literature. You don't have to, think that one is like, when I was doing Audible, it was because I was working full time mum. I didn't have any. I literally had no time. But I love books. I love stories. I love all that sort of stuff. So I did have Audible when I was driving, when I was on a break, when I was doing something that I could do with a quarter of my brain, and
mm,
have that going on. So that was something that I can use, but it doesn't make it any less than reading. The people that are
no.
using Audible because of that, or because they can't read properly, or because they find
Oh,
books difficult, anything like that, you're still getting the literature. It's not less than reading. If anyone makes you like, there's a big thing of going
no.
Audible and things like that is less than. It's not. It is just a different way to
It
absorb the
engages a
content.
different part of the brain to get to the same
Yeah,
content.
and it's beautiful. Sometimes, like,
Um.
you get lost in the listening as well. Like, sometimes, like,
Oh,
I was
I.
listening to this one book, and I got lost in it. I got so lost, and I'm just listening to it, and it was about it was about the Fae and about changelings and all this stuff
Mm,
like this. And I was like, and then I looked at the clock, and it was like hours later. And this is on the week, one of the weekends I used to have by myself. I used to have some time by myself, and
mm.
it was like a movie. It's like a movie in your brain, which is how I used
Oh yeah,
to,
totally.
with my reading books and stuff like that. But I can't do that much anymore because of reasons, like, apart from the fact I have no time. I've got, stigmatism, can't read so much. Plus, you know, I'm a bit mental.
Okay. Last one, not so much. The others I get. So one of the things, so for me, I use books as a way to create memories with the nephews and the nieces.
Yeah,
So
100%.
break that connection to electronic content only. And so I sit and read with the kids when a lot of
Yeah.
people other like their parents are too busy, they won't. But I'll do voices and I'll do my
Yeah.
take on it and I'll stop and talk to them about it.
I used to
Because
always
for
do that when
me,
my little one was little. I sit there and just read. Just it doesn't matter what you read.
pardon me.
Didn't matter what you read. It was just about
So
getting the content out there.
one of the
Now she reads like nothing else. Now she reads like
yeah.
she's at a 19-year-old level.
Yeah, that's amazing. Two of my nephews are consummate readers, and I love that. I really love that. But
Yeah.
there's a significant age gap between them and the rest of my nieces and nephews. And
Yeah.
what I would love to do is introduce. So for me, reading is just as much about the content that's being the story that's being told, but as well as the language that's being told in.
Yeah.
So I've got a 7 or 8 year old, he's 8, actually 8-year-old nephew who he's my sister's third child, but speaks zero of our parent tongue.
Yeah. Okay.
Like absolute basics. He knows to refer to his grandmother as Baba. He knows
Yeah.
to refer to me as Teta, and
Yeah.
he understands his grandfather is Deadlaw, but he doesn't really get much else. He understands when he's in trouble because of the tone, not because of the content.
Yeah. Exactly.
And
Yeah.
so for me, using books to through shared learning and things like that to help them accumulate and retain language
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
is just as important. And so some of the things that I'm talking about is doing sort of pigeon a meshing, they call it pigeon, where you combine two languages together. So you take
Yeah.
English and my other language is Macedonian. So if I bring them together so that the kids understand, for example, one of my favorite stories that I want to tell, because there's opportunities for the kids to engage and add their own noises and sounds and voices to it, is the Little Red Hen.
Yeah. Yeah. Of course.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah. Another one.
So have a narrative which is in half Macedonian, half English, and then you nominate a child to represent each of the different characters. And every time,
cool.
and so reading through play is also super important to me. And so that's a little bit harder to do with a tablet. If I need to have 3 or 4, myself and my 16-year-old nephew and my 14-year-old nephew need to be prompting the other kids to engage in the story.
Yeah.
It's a bit harder to do when you're looking at electronic media. Having said that, though, I have some incredibly, and this is, I'm sort of segueing off to podcasts, but essentially podcasts and audiobooks in my mind are virtually one and the same thing, because essentially the podcaster is, if they're a good podcaster and they're a subject matter expert, they've done the research, they've done the legwork, they've built a quality product for you to engage with, to understand and learn from the content. Definitely. So there's a particular history podcast that I listened to that was recommended by somebody called Hardcore History, and this particular person is a journalist. So he's a journalistic writer who has a passion for history.
How to do it in either way, yeah.
Yeah, and so his narration of these particular periods of history have created such vivid images in my mind that I can recall some of the details of medieval torture in Germany during the 13th and 14th century, about what was considered, normal judicial practice or judicial punishment at that point in time. While today, we would consider that absolutely barbaric.
Oh, 100%. Easy. Easy as, yeah.
So for me, I'm of the same opinion. Neither is lesser or more.
No, there's space for everything.
I think that everything's, there is a space for both, depending on how you want to engage. So for your mum having those books on her shelf, an opportunity to engage somebody else in them is to read those to your daughter.
100%.
Why does it, she can get, why doesn't
Well,
why doesn't she get your daughter to...
I don't think she can read Witcher to her.
Okay, so but you know what I mean? Like, she's got books that she treasures.
We've done heaps of those.
Have her sit in the room, drink a cup of cocoa, and just have somebody read a chapter or read a page, pass a book to the next person. They read it out loud. Kind of like what we did at school, but with much less academic pressure and no embarrassment attached.
Yeah. It's very interesting. Like, I'll go into a lounge room, right? And everyone, I live with my mother. No shame in that.
It's called a multi-generational household, and traditional households actually do have 3 or 4 generations in them.
It should be more like that, to be honest.
Totally.
I walk in there, my mum will be sitting there with her feet up, with a book in hand. My kid will be sitting there with a tablet. So basically, look exactly the same, and we'll be like, you can't. Lots of people in the older generation will be like, oh, they're always staring at the screens. My mum always stares at her books. She's always reading. Like,
Yes, but
technically
they're both reading.
yeah, no, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And I was trying to explain to her, I'm like, they're very similar things. So Lily's learning things from her books, or well, you know, she does have her books, but she likes to watch. She does like YouTube and all of that sort of stuff, and she's learning from that. You know, she's learning a whole pile of different things because what she watches is not just nonsense stuff. Like obviously she watches that too.
Not just
But
unwrapping of
no,
things.
No.
No,
Lots
but
of
actual,
it is
yeah.
learning. Like it's all, you know, it's so many different bits and pieces, and there's space for both. And so you can't sit there and go, oh, you're always looking at your screens if you're always looking at something. Do you know what I mean? It's a very similar thing to me. And I've said
There are
like, they're very similar. They're very similar. She goes, no, they're not. Like, but you're learning this and you're
they are
okay.
So in some ways,
things.
yeah, in some ways they are and they're not. So for example, it's been scientifically proven that when you write something by hand, you will retain that information for longer.
Some people,
sooner.
not all people.
No. It's scientifically proven. Okay, so the majority of people will retain that information.
Yes. Yeah,
majority of people. That does not apply. No. But even neurotypical and non-neurotypical, the action of writing, because it's a physical emotion, using muscle memory, will trigger. So it's been proven that that's. But having said that, though, majority of people. But having said that, though, that learning style may only be appropriate for you. Like I know this for myself. So, for example, there are times where reading a book is the best thing ever.
Yeah. And
there are times when listening to a podcast is the next best thing ever. And then there are times where I have to listen to something and write it in my own words.
Yeah.
In order to, like, I'm probably a dynamic learner. I need all of the different inputs in order for me to be able to build that holistic picture of knowledge and bring it all together.
What's going on. Yeah.
And there are other times where I just need to sit there and absorb it in whatever form it comes in, be it through casual conversation, incidental learning, whatever the case might be. So I'm not the best traditional academic
No,
learner.
neither am I. No.
Right?
But
I traditional
changed.
schooling.
I changed.
Same.
Yeah.
So
exactly.
traditional schooling, depending on the subjects,
Best.
So traditional schooling for me didn't work. So if I love the subject, it didn't matter how it was delivered, I was going to absorb that information. But if it was something that I struggled with, then no. And I think that's where the paper versus electronic versus listened to versus written, all the different ways that you can consume knowledge. You're right. There needs to be a space for all of those. And so,
yes, definitely.
Society's catching up slowly. I think.
Callie's posted a link in the Discord for
amazing.
Reminds me of XKCD on the New Things Will Ruin Minds. Okay, so there's a link in the Discord.
Right.
Stuff.
Okay, so we have to look at that later. Not that I want to cut our conversation short because it's been such a while. I think we've made up for the weeks that we've missed.
It's been 2.5 hours. I think
waffling for about 2.5 hours.
2.5 hours and 60. Not including what we're talking about beforehand. So
yeah, that's true. So not including our preparation waffle.
Exactly. We should do more
our test waffles. Do you know how you do test pancakes, test waffles? Yeah. Test pancakes, test waffles.
Any night you go, oh, you know what, I've got some time, I want to just sit there and chat with you. Okay. Well, it doesn't have to just be Thursdays. We can do it any time.
Sure.
It doesn't need to be Thursdays.
Do you want to do something completely random? That's completely for us. And if people want to join us, they can. Yeah. Okay. And so body doubling sessions. So if I have to do study, I can yell at my computer and you can laugh your ass off at me while I'm trying to do accounting studies.
Yeah, 100%. That sounds like so much fun. People watch that.
Really?
No, I need to.
Let's do that.
Yeah. I'm actually getting into it. Yeah.
Because I have to actually get
do
these.
One where I'm sitting there just doing my program and just being like,
Okay, well, let's do a body double. You program, I'll do the accounting, and we can just at each other.
That's a great idea. I'm totally into it.
You like that?
Just let me know when.
Sweet.
Just let me know when we'll do it.
Okay. Well, I've got to get assignments done before the end of next month, so it's going to be a few sessions, just so you know.
I'm 100%. Well, I want to get my. I've got 2 computer games going at the moment that I'm making. I want to get one of them finished quite soon, which I think is doable at the base level. I'm still going to have to nut it out more. Doable at the base. That's me talking because I'm getting things organised for rating.
Later.
For rating. The other one has a lot of work to do. So yeah, I'm 100% down. Whenever you want to do it.
I need to also make some. I need to also make some time to clip some stuff too, because I just haven't had any time to put that aside and do it. So, because I think tonight's been really good. I think we've covered so many different things. We could sort of break this up into shorter clips and all the rest of it, and really have.
We've mostly sat on topics.
Topics we haven't predetermined.
Yeah, Callie,
Callie wants to volunteer as well. Callie, what do you want to volunteer for? You're helping with the edits? Please, by all means, do.
I think she's talking about doing her bit and piece.
So Kelly, you want to body double?
She'll be doing it at the same time as us, so we'll all do it together. We can do
that. So
we'll
do a 3-way body double.
Yeah, we can easily do that. It's just this program.
So the same 3-way call.
Yeah. Yeah, we just do the same thing. You can have multiple people on this collab thing.
So you guys can do programming, and I'll mumble to myself about accounting. And it will motivate all of us to keep learning in that, because we'll laugh and play. So did you know that it takes like something for you to learn something, if you're doing it through play, it's like 10 minutes, but if you're doing it through repetition or whatever, it's math. Yeah, bite me.
Yeah. That reminds me, I need to make a computer game for maths. Make a computer game for maths.
That's amazing.
Yep, because
that's cool.
My child is not interested in maths. Absolutely fine with it, but not interested, so not learning. So I'm going to make a weird core, because weird core is a new cool thing. Weird core game to learn maths.
Well, also I could just sometimes the person teaching the math is also the difference between whether or not they want to engage with it. So I'm happy to help them help them with it if that works.
Yeah, and I'll bribe them as well with chocolate or ice cream or whatever. That'll be a thing. But yeah, a weird core computer game to teach maths, which is cool. Do you know what weird core is?
No, I don't. But I feel like this could be how you make $1 million.
Yeah, it's so strange. It's like think about a lot of eyeballs, a lot of creepiness, but a lot of bright, like neon colors. I'll send you some screenshots of some of the weird core stuff. Actually, if you just Google weird core, it feels like you probably didn't take the right pills, and you may have taken a little bit of LSD.
Sorry, that reminds me of a meme I saw today. Plus, also that was a video clip that was shared to us about lions. A great teacher does create interest. Yeah. Yeah. So, the whole LSD and looking at things the wrong way. It's like I saw a meme today, which I will share to you, and we can probably include as a visuals part of this clip later. Is my grandmother has 2 hobbies: LSD and cats, and it's all standing in a pond patting alligators.
Oh, that's amazing.
Oh god! And we both know that if I saw a lion lying on its back, like and kneading its paws together, I would be the first one to jump in there and
you'd be there giving us snuggles all the way.
Yes, I would be. I would be loving that murder kitten if it was the last thing I ever did. And I did 100%. Ask you to not let me visit Africa before I was 80 because of my propensity to do things of this nature.
True. All right, everybody, I'm gonna.
Is that sorry? Hang on. Is that a solid promise that you won't let me go to Africa before I'm 80?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Or at least if I go to Africa.
When you are there, I'll come with you.
Sorry. Good. Oh yeah, great. So if I do end up with a murder kitty, it doesn't matter.
Both of us will be there. Easy.
Excellent. That's one way to go out.
Exactly.
Here lie Nova and Kenzi. They lived their lives to the fullest and went out cuddling murder kitties.
Done and done.
They have no regrets.
Regrets.
Regrets. We have no regrets.
All right, we are going to leave you, love you, and leave you. Mwah.
Sorry.
We'll be back soon.
Kat, I think Africa could be a euphemism for something else as well, don't you?
Easy as. We're about to raid off.
Okay, bye.
I'll keep talking to you. I'll talk to you. I'll Facebook you in a sec.
Okay. Bye.
Okay, bye. So we'll all do it together. We can do that.
So we'll do a 3-way body double?
Yeah, we can easily do that. It's just this program.
So the same 3-way call?
Yeah. Yeah, we just do the same thing. You can have multiple people on this collab thing.
So you guys can do programming, and I'll mumble to myself about accounting. and it will motivate all of us to keep learning in that, because we'll laugh and play. So did you know that it takes, I think it takes like something for you to learn something, if you're doing it through play, it's like 10 minutes, but if you're doing it through repetition or whatever, it's math. Yeah, bite me.
Yeah. Oh, that reminds me, I need to learn, I need to make a computer game for maths. Making a computer game for maths.
That's amazing.
Yep, because
that's cool.
My child has is not interested in maths. Absolutely fine with it, but not interested, so not learning. So I'm going to make a weird core, because weird core is the new cool thing. Weird core game to learn maths.
Well, also I could just sometimes the person teaching the math is also the difference between whether or not they want to engage with it. So I'm happy to help them help them with it if that works.
Yeah, and I'll bribe them as well with chocolate or ice cream or whatever. That'll be a thing. But yeah, a weird core computer game to teach maths, which is cool. Do you know what weird core is?
No, I don't. But I feel like this could be how you make $1 million.
Yeah, it's so strange. It's like think about a lot of eyeballs, a lot of creepiness, but a lot of bright, like neon colors. I'll send you some screenshots of some of the weird core stuff. Actually, if you just Google weird core, it feels like you probably didn't take the right pills, and you may have taken a little bit of LSD.
Sorry, that reminds me of a that reminds me of a meme I saw today. Plus, also that was a video clip that was shared to us about lions. A great teacher does create interest. Yeah. Yeah. So, the whole LSD and looking at things the wrong way. It's like I saw a meme today, which I will share to you, and we can probably include in as a visuals part of this clip later. Is my grandmother has 2 hobbies: LSD and cats, and it's all standing in a pond patting alligators.
Oh, that's amazing.
Oh god! And we both know that if I saw a lion lying on its back, like and kneading its paws together, I would be the first one to jump in there and
you'd be there giving us snuggles all the way.
Yes, I would be. I would be loving that murder kitten if it was the last thing I ever did. And I did 100%. Ask you to not let me visit Africa before I was 80 because of my propensity to do things of this nature.
True. All right, everybody, I'm gonna.
Is that sorry? Hang on. Is that a solid promise that you won't let me go to Africa before I'm 80?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Or at least 80, if I go to Africa.
When you are there, I'll come with you.
Sorry. Good. Oh yeah, great. So if I do end up with a murder kitty, it doesn't matter.
Both of us will be there. Easy.
Ah, excellent. That's one way to go out.
Exactly.
Here lie Nova and Kenzi. They lived their lives to the fullest and went out cuddling murder kitties.
Done and done.
They have no regrets.
Regrets.
Regrets. We have no regrets.
All right, we are going to leave you, love you, and leave you. Mwah.
So,
we'll be back soon.
Kat, I think Africa could be a euphemism for something else as well, don't you?
Easy as. We're about to raid off.
Okay, bye.
I'll keep talking to you. I'll talk to you. I'll Facebook you in a sec.
Okay. Bye.
Okay, bye.